Drip, 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 that'll never stop. Whoa. Pressure that'll tip, tip, tip till you just go pop. Whoa, oh, give it to your sister. Your sister's older. Give her all the heavy things that we can't shoulder. Who am I if I can't run with the ball? I'd fall if I have to. Pressure like a grip, 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 and it won't let it go. Whoa. Kind of messed that up. Hey guys, everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say, where's Dashy? So I had just gotten off a private meeting when I was over there where Dashy was in the background, and then I used up most of my battery, and the charger is over there right next to my Tostino's pizza roll. So I am here until now for a little bit. OMI at 0.0042. Anyone want to buy a Riso? Anyone want to buy a Marvel? A Fantastic Four #1? There is a couple of things that I want to go over. One of which I had just gotten in a text, which is Vitalik Buterin confirms bear market by showing up to conference dressed as a grizzly. So I don't know if that was him having fun. Let me go and Google that real quick because I just got that text. Vitalik Buterin, and then I'll go to bear market. Okay. Yeah, it says crypto builders would welcome a bear market as it would clear out less viable apps. Okay, so this is I should put this in my daily video tomorrow. Actually, this literally just came out, so I wouldn't have been able to. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin says crypto builders would welcome a bear market as it would clear out less viable apps. What have I been saying for like the past year is disruptive and innovative companies thrive in terrible bear down markets. Why? Because everyone realized, oh, hey, a lot of this crap that is falling 90%, again, crypto, is not as good as the stuff that's only falling, 60%, 70%. Again, we saw the same thing in stocks. We see the same thing in collectibles, like the Secret Rare Spider-Man and the Walt. They haven't dropped as much as a lot of other things. Actually, the Walt has dropped the least, I think. I think with the except of Alligator Loki, because he was at 2K. Well, then he was up to 4K, and then he dropped down below 2K. But yeah, I think Walt, the partner statue, is one that has gone down the least, and well, that's probably something that you want. And I was looking into it. All the Disney stuff, obviously, the Disney Golden Moments are kind of jumbled together. The exception of Donald and Daisy, and then Lady and the Tramp. Those were special kind of Valentine's Day ones, and those were special because they weren't lumped in with the the first ones that were on Golden Moments week back in November. So they are a little different, but there's only one collectible that's known as Mickey Mouse. You have the partner statue, which is Walt and Mickey. You have Steamboat Willie, and then you have you have the Mickey Mouse lenticular card. So I'm very proud to have a Mickey Mouse lenticular card, and I'm very proud to have a common Steamboat Willie. I got one from my friend Joe as well. And my friend Joe gave me a call yesterday. Let me see if I can find the just so you know I'm not lying. Yeah, so I'll put it as anyway, I can't put it because it just gives his full name, but Joe R. Vintage Pokemon. You know him. He's been on the podcast. He's very big in the Pokemon industry. He's saying, hey, what's going on? I just looked at, he downloaded Veve app. I just looked at the Steamboat Willie. It's like $500. Didn't you buy this at like 1,300? I was like, yes. And he's like, dude, what's going on? You just saw, and I was like, okay, you gotta pay attention to this. Okay, and again, pay attention to everything. When Walt was back in, I'll even go with the Todd, because the Todd is like the most notable one that everyone on the app knows. Back in the day, he was, I don't know, like 1,400, 1,500. He dropped down to like 700, and then we had a slow climb up to like $15,000. Before he was like $7,000. Yeah, he dropped by 50%. But look where he was. Like even after the drop by 50%, he's much higher than all of these collectibles are much higher than they were 3 months ago. That will continue as Kobe collects. You can't see him. He's over here and down here. You can't see him, but he had said that based on the math, and the math checks out, that you have about seven, about 10 weeks before we almost double in users again. Figuring a few days ago we had about 2.1 million monthly active users. We'll probably have 4.2 million because again, if we're getting 200,000 per week, well, yeah, I don't even need to do the math of that. In 10 weeks, that's another 2 million people. So even if we take 11 weeks, but again, that is if we only continue to grow by 200,000 people per week. I'm pretty sure we're going to grow a lot more than that. Again, this is just my opinion here. And again, these are just monthly active users, people that touch the app, 3 times per month. That's the number that's given to all these major companies. That's the number that's given to all of these companies that they do business with, and that's the one. Okay, you have this many, and then they go that way. Obviously, they have the data to show it. And I tell them like, listen, there's going to be a lot more people in the app, and there's only one Steamboat Willie, and I don't mean that like trying to be facetious. I mean that in the way where there is one Walt and Mickey, it's a partner statue, okay, and then there's a Mickey Mouse on Tequila cards, but this one is named Steamboat Willie. And if you take a look at historical publications of Steamboat Willie, he's only ever in 2D. He's never been in 3D. And I get it. There's no first appearance tag on him. There's no first edition tag. There's no con exclusive. But that is the first time in history where he's given a 3D look with sound and music. That's never happened. And I think even until recently, up until recently, where I had to explain that, I didn't verbalize it. I might have thought about it in passing, but that's not something that I had verbalized. So I'm very bullish on that. Again, I only have one because I have a lot of other stuff, and I put a lot of my other stuff into OMI. And I have been. I made 2 videos today. One was because of the just my daily update video that I did, and then I did another one today, a second one, because I kept getting so many messages saying like, "Bro, what's going on with OMI? What's going on?" And I had people really come in and be like real serious. And apologies if I haven't get to your message. I don't know how many hundreds a day. I swear I try. I swear to I'll put my hand on anything that you ask, and I will tell you that I promise I try my very best to keep up with those. Unfortunately, sometimes it does take a couple of days to get to them all. But and that's just the ones that people that I know that I accept that have already messaged me in the past, and that list gets longer every day. But yeah, I had people message me, and one of which says like, "Listen, says like, Randy, like I love you, I watch you every day, and I know how bullish you are, and I'm bullish on this as well." And the person says, "But," and again, I went over this in the video, but for those of you that haven't seen it, that are just here now, it just says that I don't, I have these people that also depend on me, and maybe those people maybe don't like me for whatever reason, and they, which is fair. I would much rather. Because I do believe what I'm doing is right, and what I say is right, even though it's not financial advice, just what I'm doing. I'd much rather the info get out to some people, even if it's from someone else. As long as they get that info, it's a net positive. But say like, hey, are we in a bear market? Are we in World War III? It's almost never as bad as the media makes it out to be. I will say that, and it is almost always whatever the media is looking at and focusing on, you have to look at what they're trying to distract you from. So before I go any further, if everyone can please smash that like button. It takes 1 second. It's a free way to help support the channel. It means a lot to me. Comments as well. Subscribe. Okay. Selfish plug is over. Maybe one more selfish plug. If you want your meow 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 shirt, link down below. And he said, should I sell now? Because if we are in a bear market, if this is World War III, what do we go down to? Well, we probably take, chop off 80%. Take 80% haircut. We go down to 0.001. I don't know what I would do, but I'm focusing on about 3 different things that I would do right now. Heading back to work, contracting, or going back in the military. Most likely contracting or going back. I don't know, because World War III veterans got a nice ring to it. Raythag says, "OMI for you, OMI for you, OMI for you, OMI for everyone." You would like to have a spike through your head, spike through your head right about now, like a spike, like a. I don't. when I think only for you, only for you, I keep like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. I think that, but that's definitely not the reference. I apologize for not getting the reference. That is my bad. But that is good. That is good for us long term. Short term, if you have, if you needed this money quickly, I mean, then fair point. You might need to take it out now because what if it does go to 0.001 and you lose 75% more of your money? Okay, well that's a lot. That's a big loss. But I would have essentially lost about $900,000 this year if it does that. Maybe not that much. Maybe like 850. But again, I'd be okay with that. Why? Because I could accumulate more of my favorite product at a discount, and that's really good long term. Again, bear market plus World War III. Companies that would, and maybe I should not be celebrating this because if it was just a bear market, yes, you would get companies that should not really be in business that go out of business. Okay, cool. Bear market plus World War III, some companies that would have survived just a bear market would probably not survive that. And, in evolution, nature throws a curveball. Nature does that. Raythax says, no, you would have to have a railroad spike driven through your head as the only excuse not to buy right now. It is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Speaking of railroad spike, dude, you got to watch Hell on Wheels. It's so good. I can't find it anywhere, so you'd have to probably buy the episodes on YouTube, which is kind of annoying, but I guess you could Google where to watch Hell on Wheels. It involves railroad. Anyway, yeah, it's lunacy to not buy it. So, like I said, I'm up to 130. I think any more type of OMI that I would get would have to be like, oh, I got 100,000 OMI, I got 50,000, something like that. Because even I would say 4 or 5, it's $500 for 100,000 OMI. That's it's not a ton of money. It's not like $8,000, but it's still something. So I will have to start getting them in small amounts. But yeah, nature throws a curveball sometimes, and okay, again, companies that would have been okay in just a bear market might not make it through a bear market plus World War III scenario. Which again, I'm not really convinced that is happening. Although, if any sitting president, I don't care who they are, but any sitting president goes and puts on sanctions onto independent country. All right, so flashback. Let's wind the clocks back 8 years to 2014, where I was very intimate with this process because I was engaged to a chick that happened to be in Ukraine at the time. She was living in America, but she went to Ukraine to say goodbye to her mom because her mom was not well. Anyway, long story short, one of her friends dies in Donetsk, and we have she stays there in that civil war that they had. And basically what happened is that Ukraine as a country, they voted to not join the European Union. And then some random government agency, I don't know which one, and make some guesses and point some fingers if it make you feel comfortable. Name that movie, name that reference. It was, they had overthrown the president and they put in a pro-European Union one. The same thing that America did to Iran in 1953. They took out their president and put in a pro-American one. It's just absolutely insane. Anyway, that was done, and basically Ukraine split. There was Western Ukraine with Kiev and people that were pro-EU, and there was Eastern Ukraine that didn't necessarily like Russia, but as Ukraine was putting sanctions on them and they were like trying to destroy their food supply lines, Russia came in and was just like, oh, hey, we'll help feed you, we'll help give you this. So it was not good. It was really not good for, when you try, you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Any parent will tell you that. Any good parent will, say like, okay, the more you try to squeeze them in, the more they slip through your fingers. That is not good. Did you see Steve Irwin when he was, rattling snakes and whatever? He like really grab these things. No, he let the snakes flow through their hand because they won't bite you that way most times. Any president putting sanctions on these territories in Ukraine that are currently in dispute, that some other countries are recognizing as their own states, by doing that, the president is kind of throwing them into the hands of other countries that would accept them. And I'm talking about Russia. So maybe this goes. Hopefully this will be just like Crimea. It's over very quickly. You know, Minsk Agreements Part 3. This could be, but if it's not, holy hell, these markets are going to. I think Michael Saylor will have to be taken off the floor because he will have sold the majority of his organs to buy more Bitcoin. Elon Musk will probably buy more Bitcoin. Grayscale will probably buy more Bitcoin. I don't know how many ETFs are there for Bitcoin in Canada and Brazil and a lot of other countries except the US, but I guarantee you they buy more Bitcoin. Who's another one? Jack Dorsey. Guarantee you he buys more Bitcoin. I guarantee you the people that I just spoke about earlier today that are staking $30 million worth of Ethereum are going to buy more Ethereum in this dip. Would I sell a kidney for OMI? Probably not. Would I sell Dashi? Probably. Do not want to, but again, I know I've been going on for 16 minutes here. I don't mean to. I will get to comments right now. It is much warmer over here than it is by the door, so I'm getting a little hot. Justin says, need more monies. Oh, dude, same. Logie Poor says, I was right. UW says, not the best news when you have no more money to put in. Oh, dude, I am so heckin' broke. So I feel you 100% on that. Excuse me. Developer X says, hey, OMI dip. So let's get this bread. If Black Panther comes out with the same number of mints as Premium Spidey, Secret Rare will be similar price to Spidey numbers? No, not at all. Davis is definitely not. You know, it's the Spider-Man most popular superhero in the world. A long shot, and also it's Marvel's first NFT. It's a fundamental that no other Marvel drop can have that kind of sets apart into the league of its own. Yeah. Again, Marvel. Spider-Man is the most popular superhero in general, not just with Marvel. You know, obviously Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. You know, a lot of other ones are up there, but my God, you know, it's quite insane the popularity of Spider-Man and what people would do for those collectibles. It's just bananas. Whippetron says, legend, when will the bottom hit and the recovery begin? We don't know. You know, if we have these things kind of creating the perfect storm, plus FUD from everybody, plus no exchanges, it could hit 0.001. It could go below that for all I know. Like remember in Harry Potter where they were talking about the trio, the Trinity, we're talking about you know, is Harry Potter related to Salazar Slytherin? And Hermione says, for all we know, you could be. Like, for all we know, like, we could get to 0.0009. Aldous Havley, what's going on? Saying, OMI at 0.0044. You still stacking? I just can't get enough. Very excited to see the burn total for this week. Going to be massive. Oh, dude, it's going to be incredible. And again, look at the people that are buying. The people that have lots of money. Oh yeah, it'd be real great. It'd be nice to have that much money. How do you get that much money? You buy during the dip. Not financial advice, but you go in and I don't want to quote Warren Buffett again. I'll try to find another one. Where do you burn the most fat? Where do you gain the most endurance? It's when you're tired. It's when you're slow. It's when you're exhausted and you can't mentally think. When you dig deep in that time, that's where endurance is built. That's where heart and determination is built. When you do it, when you have no energy left. That is... So when we're here, where everybody's freaking out and everybody's selling, you buy on the way down. I've done it before multiple times. And, you know, like I said, Tesla, done it before with OMI, done it with Bitcoin, done it with Square, Illumina, done it with Pokemon cards. Pretty much everything I've touched. Yeah. At least the last few years. Moving on. Aldous Havley says, Justin, hope all is good in your world. I hope all is good in his world as well. Morgman20s, what's up, Randy? What a beast. How's it going, Morgman? Commas and zeros says, we need you, Randy. Oh, no, y'all don't need me. I'm just past fire. Y'all have, as anyone's, people that have watched my videos, even if they have, like, most people that are watching my videos, or not even watch them consistently, just says, oh, hey, if they're searching for something, and they're searching, you'll be fine. If you're smart enough and determined enough to be searching for something and you happen to come across my videos, even if you don't like me, even if it's just to check it out, I know you're the type of person that leaves no stone unturned. You will get the answer and you will realize that the world will go on. The world will survive and we will have a, you know, it'll be fine. Like I said, the world will survive and whatever happens over the next few years, it won't really mean too much in the grand schemes as far as OMI and the markets are concerned. Super Duper Hank says, let's hope OMI recovers back to 0.005 soon. Well, I mean, it depends. If you really need it to go up really quickly, then sure, you do need that. If it does not do that, then if it does not go up, so I'll also be advised, guys. If OMI goes down to 0.001, I cannot have this party. I have to pay taxes. I have no idea I'm going to do that. So just letting y'all know. Again, I will make it up to you if that does happen and I cannot have this party. Maybe I still can, but I'll keep you posted. If I don't, I would make it up to you where I would pay for 150 people to come, and it would be a bigger and better party, and there would be a lot of other things there that would be also fun. So yeah, but again, long term would be, instead of OMI reaching $1 at 2026, it'd probably reach it at 2024, the next Bitcoin halving, and because again, you'd burn so much from the circulate. Like, I don't care what happens short term. The market cap for OMI should not be this low. It should not. That's attached to, again, an app that is mistakenly called the Disney app, where it's obviously not the Disney app. It's obviously, the Veve app owned by Comey, but there's so much going on. There's so much craziness that is about to be released over the next several months, even in the next couple of months. Moving on here. Justin says, thankful to be here. Oh, same here. Whippets runs. Let's go! Hard Times Philly says, check your Twitter DMs for immutable nodes. I sent you something a few days ago. Hard Times Philly, what is your Twitter handle, username? You said you are Hard Times Philly. Have we interacted before? I don't think we have, so I'm going to go to message request. Says Hard Times Philly is, I don't believe, here, so I will have you. Well, when you do answer, I will totally be there at some point. Yes, moving on. Ginferno says, howdy. What's going on, Ginferno? Justin says, App Super Duper Hank. Why? Yes, why? Humble Home Cuisine says, hi, Randy. Let's go. Alan Montes says, happy to see real Randy Chavez is live. Notification, brother. Cheers. Yes, thank you for joining. I love having y'all here. Y'all are my base. Pedro Carrillo says, Asian Dan is going to enjoy his steak at Peter Luger's. I don't even remember what the bet was. I have to go. I don't remember what it was. Oh no, this wasn't even OMI related. The thing with Asian Dan was, yeah, it was not OMI related. It was Viviverse related, right? If I am not mistaken, I think that's what it was. Where am I going? Standoff chart. Restricted account for someone. Game over. Honestly, I forget where. Okay. Yeah, me and Asian Dan have a bet, which is Dan Lee. It says, I believe Viviverse will be launched this year. Oh, yeah. No. This, whatever happens to OMI, has zero effect on the Viviverse. Yeah, and I actually also bet the Todd Father a Superman. And I don't know where what's his name? OMI Veve got this photo, but it's me versus the Todd Father. It's like the same thing. And I haven't looked like that in like years. Obviously I am the brown guy, but yeah, so his one, that bet was for a Superman, so that was a lot different. Superman will probably be like, what, $20,000 at some point, and the steak dinner will cost what, a couple hundred, maybe $800 if Dan and his wife decide to go get a that bottle of expensive whiskey. I hope he doesn't go too crazy with it. I'll just have this as Randy. You totally want my Loman Elsa for OMI. No, seriously, you totally do. Okay, you talked me into it. I'll send it to you for OMI. Stop twisting my arm. I love you, man. I love Elsa, and somebody really, well, not close to me. Somebody that I feel that I want to be close to had asked me what my favorite collectible was, and Elsa was definitely in the running. I don't even have an Elsa, but definitely in the run, just because. So, when I was younger, I had this friend that did not have. I'm just gonna say it because I guarantee they don't watch. I did not. I was adopted. I did not see eye to eye with the people that adopted me, like for almost anything. And I, whether it was or was not true at the time, I felt I was smarter and I knew everything. Obviously, as a teenager, you're pretty dumb, but there are some things that you can figure out and be like, okay, well, actually, this makes more sense than that. Um, and there's just the "Let It Go" song with Elsa. It's like, um, that oh god, when that came out. Now, obviously, I was already an adult by that time. I was in the military. Yes, military man watching Elsa, just sitting in the day room. Hey, Phillips. Hey, Caleb. You want to come on and watch Elsa? Like, yeah, man, come on. Hey, Harnish. Um, yeah, so Elsa's definitely got a special place in my heart. I will get at least one of her at some point, but when asked, I was like, yeah, it was Alligator Loki. Again, I love Elsa, but Alligator Loki totally my favorite. Joseph says landed all together now on the drop. Oh, dude, that's insane. That's incredible. Good for you, mate. Right back to that $5 super chat. It says only for you, only for you, only for you, only for everyone. You would have to have a spike through your head to not buy right now. Good point. Another super chat from Raythak saying, no, you would have to have a railroad spike driven through your head the same way Buffy drives a stake through vampires' hearts as the only excuse not to buy right now. It's dirt cheap. Agreed 100%. Justin says, we haven't even been in the project for a year. Yeah, fair point. Nerd Patriot says, you're investing too much if you need the money now. Well, I don't. Like I said, I live very, very frugally. And honestly, I don't even think, I think in order to go back to, I don't even think I could go back to work. I think I would, because not that I make a ton here, but it's just the gas to go there, like the stress there. And again, a lot of that was on commission. And a lot of the money that I made was by lending my money out to other people, which if I got money, it would just go into OMI. I was really not that good at sales. The reason I was kind of successful is because I just outworked everyone, most everyone. Nero Pedro says you're investing. Oh yeah, but I mean I don't need it. I kind of want it. Oh god, squeeze me. Hiccups, and a $10 super chat coming in from Raythak saying awesome, good in you, Randy. Let it go. Anger aimed at someone is like poisoning yourself to get at them. Let it go. Let it go. I'm going to use that for my 1 hour Patreon member shout out. It's going to be Let It Go. It's going to be a horrible rendition, but it is going to be mine. So yeah. Now where was I? Peter Hoy says, hello community. Hello Dashy. Hello Randy. Love what you do and how you do it, mate. Please don't stop my man over in Australia, Sydney. To everyone else, don't buy what you cannot afford. I understand you 100%. Even if nobody understood me because I tried to speak in a broken Australian accent, I cannot wait to go there. I cannot. It'll be fun. Raythax with the sort of saying good on you. Yes, I figured I knew what you meant, but thank you. Aldous Havley with $5 super chat saying I would adopt you in an instant, Randy, but you have to get in line behind my 2 daughters for the Elsa and 2 seasons of Myrmicornos. I bought. So my girlfriend's gotten really into the Myrmicorno season 2. She has most of them. I am going to get her the Shark Bite, the secret rare. But I would totally trade. Like if you're going to adopt me, I'll buy your daughter's Myrmicornos. If you give me an Elsa, that would be pretty legit. I think me and your daughters can finagle a deal out of this whole thing. Like, okay, I'll buy you the Myrmicornos, all of them, because there's a bunch. And there's only one Elsa, although that might make them want her more. So, I don't know. Moving on here. Morgman20 says, here we go. Mauricio Arellano says, this is why I never put my family or friends into any investment. They will kill me. They will kill me if their investment goes down 80% and they'll feel like poop. Yeah, no, I get it. I would hate it if it went down and then my friends would be like, yo, what the fudge? I'm like, well, nobody was predicting. Well, I knew we would go into a bear market. I didn't think we would get there until like the second half of the year, maybe even like mid-year, like June. But again, I am not completely convinced that if Bitcoin goes well below 30K and stays below 30K, then it's like, okay, that could be a decent sign. But if I am correct, and I don't know if I am, so I'm going to check the Cash App and see. Oh man, all right. And see what we got here. All right, 37K. Again, are we down as of a week ago? Yes, we are. Are we down as of a month ago? No, we are not. We're actually up as of a month ago. So I would say give it a little while. Yeah, we've been as low as what, 20 29? Yeah, we've been as low as 29 before. We haven't gotten there in a while. Could just be short term, whatever it is. Raythax says at Aldous, I am free for adoption if you have Soma. Um, you guys are awesome, man. You guys are great. I love you guys. Y'all my bays. Y'all my heroes. Mm-hmm. Your Patriot says Russia. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yoga Prayer says, hey Randy, hope you're having a wonderful day. Egg gang, pineapple gang. Yes, an absolute wonderful day. It has been. Cloud Check says, so I haven't been keeping track of all my trades, NFT purchases, token swaps, etc. And taxes are a huge headache. Make me not want to be involved. Oh, you should probably be keeping track of those. And I'm not saying to keep track of those just because, like for your health, just because, God forbid you get audited. People get audited. It is not a fun time. So I would hope that go back and track them now because it'll be easier. It'll be easier now than it will be in 4 months because in 4 months, okay, you have all the previous ones plus those extra 4 months. So it's easier to do it now. Justin says gray matter buying Bitcoin. Grayscale? Gray matter? As gray? I am so there's so many things floating on in my brain. Gray matter I feel like is something else. But yeah, a lot of companies are buying Bitcoin. Banks are buying Bitcoin. I hate this is why I hate a lot of banks because when you have like the Bank of Ireland say like, oh no, Bitcoin is too complicated for poor people, so we're not going to offer it to them, but we'll offer it to our rich clients. Get the fudge out of here. The fudge out of here. Bank of Ireland. And I guarantee you, again, they were not, JP Morgan was they were doing that well before JP Morgan was doing that like the last couple of years, only offering Bitcoin options to their 7-figure clients and above. I was like, mother flappers. Hate them. Super Duper Hank says, Randy, do you have any more Pokemon? To sell, I should say. I have, I have one, there's a eBay link down below. All my stuff is there. There's like 2 cards that are worth like a couple $100 each, maybe. And so I don't, maybe what I could do is, I have some ungraded cards that I haven't put up for auction. Okay. And the ungraded cards, I'll show you a few of these here. But again, if I wanted to really get the most out of them, I'd have to go get them graded. But I do have some error cards. So normally, like you see in, let's say Giovanni's Machamp. You see right there where I'm moving my finger? That's the symbol for Gym Challenge. Every single card, with the exception of base set, has something like that. Like on Butterfree, you have a thing. Okay, that means that it's in the jungle set. That particular symbol. But there are some error cards called no symbol sets, like I have right here. Pinsir's supposed to be in the jungle set. Snorlax also supposed to be in the jungle set. And no symbols are about as rare, if not rarer, than the first editions. Vaporeon, always a good one. Clefable. I used to have a pre-release Clefable, PSA 8. It was epic. Anyway, I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of first edition pack fresh fossils, but they are to find people to buy those. It takes a little bit, and not only does it just take a little bit, but the packaging is really annoying to try to do. The packaging to try to do that is it's kind of time consuming. Again, I'll do it. It's just to take pictures of everything, then to list them. It just to turn on the machine again it's a lot of work. So I'll see what happens beforehand. Like I feel like Kami from Dragon Ball Z in the Cell Saga, where he's all like, okay, I have slippery socks on. Where Kami is all like talking to Piccolo, he says, I want to see how things play out first before we go and fuse. Because, Kami and Piccolo were going to fuse so that they can be stronger than the androids. And to be fair, he was pretty close, if not stronger than Android 17 after they fused, which was stronger than Android 18. So, I forget where I was going with that. Anyway, moving on. I have this now. Alejandro Topo says we should take a loan against our future grandchildren to buy more OMI. I mean, it's probably not a good idea to really risk anything that isn't ours. You know, like our children's or grandchildren's future. But I don't know if. I mean, again, I've sold pretty much everything. Like, I have some bottles of Tequila here that I could sell. And honestly, Tequila you can't get anymore. You can't just go to the store and buy it. You can't just even order it online. It was only made for a certain amount. So if anyone wants some Tequila and they're willing to pay an OMI, or even if you don't pay an OMI, pay in whatever, and then I'll just buy OMI with whatever you have. I'll totally sell them. I'll totally sell them. Mm-hmm. OMI homie Mike Jack says, my boy Randy Savage. We buying the dip together. Heck yeah, we are. Cheers, mate. Drinks. Oh god, this cane is gonna get really annoying. And I have to move that in the future. We got Daniel San says, just bought the number 1997 Green Goblin at floor price. So happy that I waited. Love that mint number. Very good. Good for you. I'm something of a scientist myself. Dude, I love William Dafoe. So awesome. Kick and Base says, would you buy Spider-Man Common, Golden Moments Homer, or Golden Moments Donald on this dip? So even though Spider-Man is probably one of my favorite buys on the app, what was that, a rare? Oh, a Spider-Man Common, so that's only like, what, 800, give or take? Might not even be 800, but I'm curious, so I wanna know the price here. Going to the hooky loud, do the hooky loud. All right, where am I at? Oh, also Black Panther today. I didn't even mention that before. Black Panther is going to come out on Wednesday. I cannot wait for that. All right, so Spider-Man Common is $549. Wow. What was he at one point? Like 1,500? So that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably buy Spider-Man Common as opposed to everything else. Yes. Ivan Anderson said, if we are really in a bear market, I'll be able to sell all my collectibles when MTL arrives and buy tons of OMI. I'll be able to sit on millions of OMI for years. Yes, that is a fair point. We'll probably be able to do that. If we are. Richmond says at 0.009, also, oh, you mean 0.0009, 3 zeros, because at 0.009, it's 1/10 of 1 penny away from 1 penny. But 0.00009, three zeros is what you want. I hope. Randy Rand says, Randy, Joe Mad Batman, or Lady and the Tramp, what should I get? Oh. I think short to midterm, Lady and the Tramp will probably be better. But that Joey and Batman, can't wait to see what this is right now. Oh my god, it's under 1,000. All right, so this was literally $2,800 a month ago. It is at $988. It is literally $2,000 off. That's got a lot of room to grow. That will bounce up again, guarantee it. And then yeah, or Lady in the Tramp. So I would say Joey and Batman. Why? Because Lady in the Tramp was at what, 1,500 maybe. So maybe it has 800, maybe 900 to grow. That Joey and Batman has a lot more. That Joey and Batman has lost more in value than Lady in the Tramp was, even if it had doubled. So yeah, I would definitely do the Joey and Batman for long term. Short term, Lady and the Tramp might go up. Wow, it's incredible that a lot of these are so low. They're so low. And I mean, any extra money I do have, I will put into. Any extra money I do have, I will put into OMI. I won't really do this, but oh my god, the jaunty jig is $439. This is like. I wish I had more money, just like specifically for collectibles, if I wasn't as addicted to OMI as I am, because these are so cheap. But again, like, what is this jaunty jig Mickey gonna do? Is it gonna 4x? Yeah, at some point probably. Will it 5 or 6x by the end of the year? Yeah, at some point probably. Will OMI 10x at some point this year? Yes, probably. I think OMI outperforms everything. Let me take a look back again at the bit 4x. 0.004. Come on. All right, 4.3, 4.4. I'd hope it goes lower, but who knows? Oh my God! Look at the buy volume on that as well. Like 50 million buy volume. this is not going to last long. Now, granted, there's 27 million sell volume, but fudge. I don't even know where it's at. Hang on. Oh, there's one thing for 23 million. That's why. That's what gets the bulk of it. All right, 25, 26. All right, plus that's 32. Okay, so that'd be 37, 38. Okay, so I'm actually confused how it gets over to close to 50. But yeah, it do be climbing though. It do be climbing. Moving on here. Hey Randy, what's your Veve name? It's called ChaviCat5. I'll show y'all. Okay. Veve username, if you want to add me as a friend, is a ChaviCat5. I have 808 followers. 808, I believe, is the area code of Hawaii. ChaviCat5 is my name. You want to at me on there and add me? That would be pretty cool. I could use more followers. That would be great. Goal would be 1,000. Mauricio Alano says time to get a second job. Maybe I could get a second job. I don't know. John Martinez says, ha ha ha, Mauricio. Hard Times Philly says, immutable _ nodes is my Twitter. All right, immutable _ nodes. And let's see what we're at here. Immutable _ so I don't know if we've ever talked before. I am not in the I don't think I see it in the already received messages, so I will look in the message requests. Let's see what we got here. You said immutable _ nodes. Can you send me another message, because I have been looking for a little while and I am currently unable to find you. Sorry, fam. Moving on here. New York Patriot says that Todd Father bet was really, really bad. There is only upside for him. You're taking all the risk. No, I'm not. If I win, I get a Superman. It says unless that was Veve Brothers, I can't remember. Oh, Veve Brothers was another one, but they never the only people that put their money where their mouth was Daniel Lee, and the other one was the Todd Father. Everyone else is refusing to take any bets. Peter Hoy says, mate, can you claim that $800 dinner as a tax write-off for entertaining clients? We can over there. I don't know. Oh, we can't. Oh, you can over there. Interesting. That one I probably cannot. I probably could if it was other people coming in. Marquise Visual says, good old McGuire Dayroom days. What up, fam? How you doing? I hope you're doing all right. I hope you are chilling. I see you posting about Veve all the time. Keep it up. But yeah, McGuire Dayroom days. So you knew all the people that Zervan, Harnish, Krins. Krins wasn't there for two. No, I don't even think Krins was in the dorms because he had a kid. He had a wife at one point. So what the military does. So Wraithax. Oh my God, so many super chats. Wraithax $10 super chat saying, "Awesome, good on you, Randy. Let it go. Anger him that someone was like poisoning yourself to get at them. Let it go. Love it." It also reminds me of a quote from Android 16. Let it go. Drop your restraints. Protect the life I love. Life is good, but living in fear is not my idea of living. Oh my God, he had such a way with words. I love him so much. Right, that's thank you for the other $5 super chat, and then another $5 super chat saying, at Aldous Havley, I'm free for adoption if you have Soma. Because Aldous Havley, with his $5 super chat saying he would adopt me in an instant, Randy, but I have to get in line behind his 2 daughters for the Elsa and 2 seasons of Mermicornos. Ha 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 ha. We'll fight him. No. Well, we can come to a agreement, a diplomatic solution for the Elsa's Mermicorno exchanges. Aldous Havley with those exclamation points. Hard Time Phillies at New York Patriot. That was the Veve Bros bet you're thinking of. Probably. Aldous Havley says, it would feel weird to adopt 2 heroes in one night. Just kidding. You're in 2 Wraithax. We got it. We did it. Lucky Clover says, we all gonna make it. Wag me. Commas and Zero says, hashtag Randeezy. It should be a tier in your Patreon group to drop L with you. That probably, oh man, maybe that should be. That would have to be a lot though, because that would take me out for a day. Maybe 2 days, because when I Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, that would, like I said, that would take me out for, I usually can't sleep that night. It's crazy. It's insane. Good times though. The Dragon Cove says, I bet USA owns a heck of a lot of OMI. There's no way they would do drops partnering with Veve and not invest a heck lot into OMI. How much OMI do you think the US probably has invested? That would be a good question. And I bet they'd buy more of their own. You mean like USPS? Well, we are partnered with the United States Postal Service, which is just absolutely bonkers to think about. Ow. I don't know how much they would have. I assume millions. Tens of millions? Probably tens of millions. Probably a good amount. I don't know how much though. Totally Awesome says, hey Randy, the real Randy Chavez, my favorite OMI channel. Hey yo! Thank you so much for being here. That means the world. Sean Gill says, somebody buy my Marvel 1 for 8 million OMI, please. I think that's a lot. But maybe someone will. The Dragon Cove says, by the way, hey Randy. Mr. DG Vor says, Homer and Bart. They're cool. I like them. One World says, the reason for the bear market would be something connected to the war. What that's going to start soon? Maybe. I mean, could this potential conflict have accelerated what's been going on? Sure. Would it have happened anyway? I think it would have happened anyway, but probably wouldn't be until later. Again, I don't think we can confirm we're in a bear market really until we get Bitcoin really closes below 30,000. And when I say close, I mean stays under there for a while and does not come back up. Not just like 29,000, like 25. Can it even get that low? I don't know. I mean, if it goes low, what are we going? Low 20s? Low? I don't know. I mean, would it take 50% off Bitcoin? That's so much. And everybody's buying Bitcoin, so I don't know. What we got here? We got Commons Zero says, I'm about to make a protein shake in honor of Randy. Cheers, mate. I've had 3 protein shakes today, and I've had a bunch of Tostitos pizza rolls. Should I have a 4th protein shake? I probably should. Yeah, I probably should, but I'm gonna have to pee at some point, and it's been like 50 something minutes since I last utilized the latrine. Probably gonna be another 40 something minutes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. But cheers to you for being healthy. Rudy G says, Chavez, let's hope OMI goes down more. I need some of that special discount. I hope so as well. Rudy G says, I want to see you do an impression of Ace Ventura screen. Ace Ventura. Which one? Oh, righty then. Like that one? Or like the dolphin where he's like, I can't do that one. I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. I don't know if that one's a good one. I'm trying to think. What else does he do? I haven't. What is that thing that he hasn't achieved? I haven't achieved some type of oneness. I think that's the second movie though. I'm looking for Ray Finkel and a clean pair of shorts. I don't know. I can't really do his facial expressions. They're so animated, and the way he manipulates his skull is insane. He's very, very good. Well, he's like the best. So he's like the only white person to be on Living in Color. Sinful Mawile says, still waiting for money to come in. Banks are slow. Please only go lower or stay where it is. Well, I hope it does. Justin says, commas and zeros. You the plug? Be the plug? Plug? Sinful Mawile says, damn, all the collectibles are falling. Yo! Keep falling. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go down the list, shall we? What's the Todd going for? Come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe. Oh, Todd's at 7K. $7,096. Hey-o. Really close to 69. It would come nice. All right, so the Eddie Rizzo actually went up like $700. That's up to 15,000. Becky Cloonan's got to be pretty low now as well. That's at 1,600. And yeah, I can't believe it's 950 for that Joey M. Batman. That's nuts. Gold moments are obviously low. Oh, let's see what the Mickey and Friends are. Mickey and Friends is going to be absolutely insane. All right, so we got Goofy. Goofy is under $2,000. It's $19.97. Mickey Mouse is currently $409. Nice. Minnie Mouse is $354. I'm glad I have 2 Mickey Mouse though. Donald Duck is $545. Damn. Literally every one of these is now less than which I bought it. Sad face. What are the Labbits? The Hooverville Secret Rare Labbit. What's that at? Oh, $325. Ouchie. Wow. Captain America is not a first appearance, but I really do love him. He's at 26 hundo. Ouch. He was at 64 hundo like a month ago. So NFTs are very volatile. These are something where, like I said, I'm chill. Deadpool under 2K, that 1900. What is the Invisible Woman? Nobody seems to like her, and she is not a first appearance. So let's see what she's at. $810. Oh my god, that's so low. Let's see what Loki is. I'd love to get another Loki. Loki is at wow, under 1500. It's 1473. I'd really want one of those too. Let's see if there's any sub 100. Oh, there's actually number 62 for 2900. 29.99. So it's 3K. But wow, you can get a sub 100 Secret Rare Alligator Loki for $3,000 when you could get a normal Secret Rare Alligator Loki for $4,000 a month ago. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Animated Alligator Loki. Oh, wow. Ultra Rares 165. That is nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Let's see what the common Alligator Loki's at. It's at literally at retail for $40. Wow. All right, let's take the sub 100s on here. Take a look at that. Nope. Still got number 85 for $600. That's been up there for a long time. I'm not going to do that. Well, look at that. Oh, wow. That ultra rare Alligator Loki, though, that's so low. It's animated. It's animated, and it's 165. I don't give a fudge. I bought it. I bought an ultra rare Alligator Loki for 165. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So I now own 30 editions of that, which is insane. So edition low to high. If we go and take a look. Wow, the cheapest one is 1400. Obviously, nobody's doing that, especially when it's... Well, now the floor is 189. So I raised it from 165. It's 189 now. But again, like that's still low. So yeah, I own 30 editions of that. If I get 4 more editions, I will officially own 1% of the ultra rare Alligator Loki market. It's awesome. How many of the commons? I have 158 of the commons, which is nuts. Let's see what the new Marvel Mighties, the Spider-Mans are at. Secret Rare Spider-Man is at 1670. This is literally at like 3400. A few weeks back. Ghost Spidey, what's she at? Ghost Spidey's at $83. She was at like 180. This is for anybody that has money. You're getting such amazing deals. I'm jelly. I'm jelly AF. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see what Storm's at. And I'll get back to the normal stuff and questions in a second. But Storm is currently there's 69 for sale on the market. We're coming nice down below. 1400. So she hasn't moved that much. She's been relatively the same for a while. Let's look at the cheapest sub 100. And it looks like the cheapest sub 100 is number 78 for $4,800. Not bad. Not bad. All right, I'm going to move on now. Just some more questions. Rudy G says, you think the Todd could be as big as Walt at some point? No. Elon Musk Academy says, tempted to sell my vintage Pokemon and sports cards collection, start diving into OMI. Oh, I did that last year. I already done that. If I had more, maybe, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will sell some more of my Pokemon cards. There's no water in that. There's water in this. Maybe I shouldn't drink water. Maybe I should drink more protein. Because I haven't had that much protein yet today. I've had maybe 100-something grams. It's not a lot. So I will definitely drink some more protein and get more protein. I don't know how much Totino's pizza rolls I've had. Oh, protein's so good. Okay. Here we go. Morganman20 says, what is your Fifi name? What was it? You missed it? ChavyCat5. CHAVYCAT, numero 5. Hard Times Philly says, nah, we haven't talked before. All right, so tag me in a post on Twitter, and then maybe I'll find it, because I didn't find you in the messages. Tabs Trade says, what up, Randy? Why buy Bitcoin when you can buy OMI? So a lot of other people, I guess because I know you probably you know the answer, but for other people that don't, nobody is buying. No BlackRock, no ETF fund, no mutual fund would buy OMI right now when it's only on Bitforex. They're going to wait and be responsible until they are on bigger exchanges. Um, that is what will happen. And well, why? Because they would only trust American or other type of exchanges like that. Major exchanges that they have relationships with, not with some random Chinese thing that nobody ever heard of. Has anyone else heard of Bitforex before OMI? I know I haven't, and a lot of other people have. No, a bunch of other people had been on it for years and they've never had issues. It's been fine, but that is why. Hard Times Philly says, "OG Taps in the house." Taps, I'm so sorry. I'm getting to your comment. Oh, it's not that bad. It's only like 6 minutes behind, but I hope you're well. Sinful Miles says, "Secret Rare Spidey is now at 53 too. Heyo. I'm so glad I sold it when it was higher, and oh god, it's so great. Such good times. Good on me. Good on you, Chavez. Good on you. Well, thank you. We got a super chat coming in from Gorlom. He says, "Randy and Taps, two of the best. They're like Walt and Mickey of content creators. Randy, I think Taps has to be Walt since he's second." Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking like me in chibi form, like, "Hey Taps, notice me, senpai." Yeah, he's great. He's such a cool room buddy. He's so chill. You could tell he was like such a bro back in, like, not that he's not a bro now, like he's always a bro, but he knew how to party. You could tell that he's an experienced partier, and he just knows what's going on. But also between me and him, we pieced together the night before, like on like Saturday night or Sunday night, whatever. We had pieced together what went on the night before. It was pretty awesome. It was good times. Now where was I beforehand? Justin says, "Bitcoin hodlers eat corn the long way." What? No, don't say that. Don't say that. The Dragon Coast says, "Hey Randy, when Omi Moon's in time to come, would you ever think about buying a golden oak house in Disney Community?" I've heard of them. Actually, so apparently obviously we have Steph Celentano and Justin Pierce. Justin Pierce just had a crazy emergency, so he might not be on for a while, but Steph Celentano will be on at some point. Again, they're the two former Disney employees. I might have my friend Elise on because she works for Disney, and she currently works for Disney. So Golden Oak House. Okay, what can you tell me about the Golden Oak houses? I think she's actually in Disney right now. Okay, getting out of that. Okay, so here we go, right here. Excuse me. Sinful Mile says, "What's the cheapest NFT on the market?" Cheap? I would. I don't know. Maybe a James Bond pose. No, probably a Mermicorno. A Unicorno. I don't know what it would be. Can you sort by cheapest on the? If you go to the market, I'm gonna find out for you. I'm gonna find out. I don't know that. Like in the military, you never say, "I don't know, sir." You say, "I'm gonna find out for you, sir." That's what you gotta do. And most people are like, "All right, at least he's trying." But some other people would call you on your BS and be like, "Ho ho ho, this mother flap is gonna get it." I'm gonna guess it's a common, so I'll apply filters by. Labicorn 280 back. Okay, so these are. What's the common snow globe? It's 109. Kingo is an Eternal. I watch the Eternals. It's $23 or $24. Common Invisible Woman's 45. What's Marty's hoverboard? Definitely a lot. Yeah. Cora is a common. She's 40, so that's interesting. What about Prima Donna? Prima Donna 62. What the fudge? Yeah, would have thought it would. Oh, Oceana. What's Oceana? 35. Year of the Tiger. Common is 24. How is the Year of the Tiger 24? How is that lower? I digress. I'm so big into the, Chinese zodiac. I got that on my arm. It's Yeti's 33. So there's a couple in the 24 area, and that's about it. We got a super chat coming in from Braver Sensei. How's it going? Saying, "Hey Randy, do you still think OMI will reach 5 cents this year? If yes, which month?" I think it really depends if we are in the bear market. I mean, if we do get in bear market, like real bad, then we do go to 0.001, and I do think at that point we still would 10x from there. I still think we would reach all-time highs, because again, it would have to go so low that and it would have to do it so quickly before we get on exchanges, because when we get on exchanges, we're going hard. Um, or maybe we don't. I think maybe maybe again, long term this could be the perfect storm, because if we are in bear market, I don't see 5 cents this year. If we do get that, because again, if we are in bear market and take off 70% easy, 70, even if it's like 0.0015. Okay, well we get on exchanges and we 6x. Okay, that's still not even a penny. So we probably would not get there this year if we go that low. But there's a chance that if we are not in bear market and this is just like a kind of a fake out here, and we go to we get exchanges and we go into a couple. If we don't actually get into bear market until, let's say, like May, then I think we could hit it by May. I think we could hit that beforehand. If we do go into bear market, it'll probably be a long time, next year, maybe, give or take. We shall see. We shall see. Again, that's just my opinion. I have zero idea where this is going. I know long term, if this does happen though, I don't think $10 by 2030. I think if perfect storm does happen and we burn a fudge ton these next couple years, if we're down like a penny for the next year, $10 by, I'll move it up a year, 2029, heck, maybe even 2028, because that's so much is going to be burned from this. And again, that will only happen as long as we burn from the circulating supply. As long as Veveverse comes out this year, as long as there's other things to come out this year. So, yeah, moving on. What would you compare Black Panther to in the app as valuable as this? Maybe Deadpool. Yeah, I would say Deadpool. Maybe this might be a little more popular because, Chadwick Boseman put on a very good performance. So I'm gonna get so much crap for this, but I told you I'd always be honest with you guys. There is, and I'm gonna try to be as tasteful with this as possible. And I'm not saying I agree with one way or the other. This is just the way that I see it. Is that mental health, and I know obviously he died from, was it colon cancer or some type of cancer that he had died from. But I don't see people making as big a deal about him dying as Heath Ledger did for Joker. Now, I know you can make the argument that Joker was like a bigger, Batman was a bigger movie, which yeah, it was, more popular character, but I think that the argument that some people try to make, where is like, well, he died, at least the actor died then, not T'Challa himself. That would give it a little bit of a bump, and it probably will. But at the end of the day, a lot of people might virtue signal, and they'll falsely, or they'll just say that, oh, Black Panther was like, my favorite movie, and Chadwick Boseman was like, one of my favorites, and but are they really going to put their money where their mouth is? I like Panther just because I like Black Panther. Even if the movie hadn't come out, if there was no Black Panther movie, and we got it, I would still be excited, and I would still get it. I have gotten every single Marvel NFT, even though I have sold some Marvel NFTs. I have gotten them all at one point or another. So, no, I will get this one. But for a lot of people that will say that he should be bigger than Deadpool because of X, Y, and Z, because, well, it's Black History Month, and I think it was either him. He was the first Black person in Marvel Comics, like major superhero. It was either him or Luke Cage. But if it was T'Challa, if it was him, then that will have some significance. But even so, like, look at what Storm was the first African American woman on here, and she didn't do that well. Like, she did well for a little bit, and then we crashed down. But I don't think he'll be that much better than Deadpool. I think he will do around the same. Again, we're in a heck of a gem squeeze right now, and collectibles be falling partly because Black Panther's coming out, and what do we have next month? Well, we have a couple of more Givenchy things. We have Pride. We have I think on in Women's Month, which starts next week, or in like 8 days from now, we have a lot that's coming out next month, which was noted in the Vanity Fair article talking about Amar Singh or Art Patron on Instagram. So there's a lot of other things that are going to come out. And again, just because Alex had said, hey, no Pokemon on the 27th, doesn't mean that there won't be any announcements. Doesn't mean that. I guarantee you they have a bunch of other licensors up their sleeve that they have. So for a lot of people that are saying, Black Panther's going to be so big because of X, Y, and Z, I love him. I'm going to get him, or as much of him as I can get. But I don't expect him to do. I expect him to keep in line with Deadpool. Maybe a little higher than Deadpool, but not too much. So where was I? Peter Hoyce is 69. Nice, very nice. Justin says at Taps Trades. He's winking at you. Commas and Zero says Justin, you a cop? No, Justin's not a cop. Rip Curls has 0.0038 OMI incoming. I would heckin' love that. That would be great. Let me go to the OMI here right now and see what it says. 0.0043. Well, it might stay down here for a little bit, and then maybe it'll go to. Maybe I'll wake up to that by tomorrow. I think that'd be pretty fun. In the meantime, we have a 1 hour Patreon member shout out. Where am I at? There we go. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go. Okay. All right, gonna keep those up there for now. Shout out to all my Patreon members and people on the fridge and freezer, and shout out to Dashy. Just again, I am a little not that good on the battery, although it is better right now. So I will unplug that and charge my Telephono. I'll go back and forth with them. Moving on. Ginferno says, howdy Taps. Rip Curl says, get your buy orders ready, people. Milestone Rand says, unpopular opinion, not a fan of animation. How dare you? But no, if your opinion, it's your opinion. Rip Curl says, also picked up a secret rare Goofy, sub 200 mint, under 2K today. I'm so jealous. I paid like 3,200 for mine. But it is fair. That is fine. I am happy for you, Rip Curls. I wish everyone could do that. Justin says, no, just big COO energy. Oh, because I got what you meant. No, NFT says, holy crap, World War III. Again, I don't think so. I think this would just be an isolated incident, and hopefully it'll be done with in the next month or so. Rip Curl says, finally joined the Todd Club. Picked up a Todd under 300 mint for 7,300 today. Dude, good for you, mate. That is good. You will be happy. Sinful Milo says, what's the biggest exchange we might get this year? Probably Coinbase. Probably that. Gorlomi says, Randy and Taps. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Randy and Taps, two of the best. They're like Walt and Mickey of content creators. Randy, I think Taps has to be Walt since he's second tall. That's a good point. Fair point. If I can be a mouse just like Pikachu, that'd be great. Put me in my Pokeball. Me and Taps haven't worked out together. We've drank together. I don't want to say slept together. It sounds so weird. He slept in one bed. I slept in another. We rested together. That makes it better. We've streamed together. We haven't worked out together, Taps. We got to do that next time. Taps says, nice Rip Curls. What a mint. Joseph says, congrats at Rip Curls. Taps says, ha ha ha. Thanks, Gorlomi. Peter Hoyce is 69 market low. Nice. Rip Curl says, thanks. Forever, I thought Todd was out of my reach, never to return. Yeah, he dropped down 50% for you. So cheers. Lucky Clover says, Taps, party skills on a 1 to 10 scale. Chime in. Oh, his party I'd give him like between an 8.5 and a 9. I would definitely give him that. Honestly, even a 9 is probably good. Yeah, because he partied pretty much to the max. And he remembered most of the night. He never got sloppy. He never got like Randy, catch me. That would have been hysterical. I don't know if he Naruto ran, he Naruto ran through the house or through the streets. That would have been fun. I don't know if he did that. Michael Guzelian says, Randy, you mentioned yesterday that exchanges may not come until April. How realistic is it for Vue to continue dropping the ball on their timelines? One exchange isn't unrealistic, right? Well, here's the thing. And I've said this before. Well, I'll finish your thing. You said, I thought exchanges were lined up, ready to go. ERC20 once this migration was live. Yes. But there is one thing that they have to do that I don't know why they're not publicizing this. And I don't even know if so you know what happened with OpenSea recently with the hack because of something having to do with their smart contracts? Akomi does not want that to happen. That is the last thing they want to have happen. So they're doing something to ensure that that doesn't happen, and that has to happen through a couple of ways, like through the so it is for a good reason why they are delaying this time, and it is necessary. That is a necessary evil. So I would actually even go to say not even late March anymore. I would still say mid-April, just so that we get a if we get it sooner, cool. If we don't, then then we don't. Yeah. Tab trays at Lucky Clover. Randy's not wrong. I partied hard back in the day, but now I only party every once in a blue moon. Next con. Blue moon? Was that a pun? Yeah, next con. Sinful Mile says, right now it would be a great idea to buy the cheapest NFT and get like 1 to 2% of it. I've already done that with a bunch of stuff, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Braver Sensei says, hey Randy, do you think OMI will still reach 5 cents this year? If yes, which month? If we are in a bear market, then no. If we are not in a bear market, then I don't know, May probably. Rip Curl says, cheapest NFT is always a Batgirl. She gets no respect. Yeah. Even though she looks very voluptuous in her last outing. Lucky Clover says, tabs. Dabs. Ricky Britt says, why do you believe so many people are selling Veve NFT, especially at this low price? I think just because they're scared. I think because, they get into a lot of FUD, plus the gem squeeze, plus, OMI's really cheap right now, so they want to get OMI. I want to get OMI too. I want to get a bunch of this stuff. All right. So I don't know how much, to be honest, but I know oh my God, the Golden Oak houses at Disney go for $2 million, and the residencies are full, and about 70% of people live there full time, while most use it for vacation homes. Also, the Four Seasons is there as well, and they just built an area for homes as well. Oh, okay. Oh, how much for those homes? No, that's insane. $2 million. Guys, I am not going to I told y'all I will not be living like in mansions. I am not going to buy I don't care how much money I have, I'm not going to buy a $2 million home. Again, if OMI goes to $1 in the next few years and I have $100 million, I will still not pay $2 million for a home. Redonkulous. OMI Mike Jack says, Randy, what's your take on the common MC1? Or just the price at the end of the year? I don't know. That is not really I think it's low right now compared to where it was, and it'll definitely pump up in the future. But, comics, that you'd have to save that for sleeping comics or comics and crypto. Rip Curl says, because they're not collectors and they don't really understand what they're investing into to begin with. Paper hands. Rip Curl says, unpopular opinion, no exchanges actually working to our advantage right now due to low liquidity. Probably would have a more severe drop bleeding out with the rest of the market if we had higher liquidity. That'd be great. All the more reason to get them on. But no, there's a lot of people that are waiting to buy, and they would love to buy down here. The low liquidity that we have is just due to the fact that there is no exchanges. There would be a lot more buying up. There would be a lot more people buying, and we'd have a lot more, average daily volume when we were on new exchanges. So Rip Curl says 2022, 2 to 3 cents. Rip Curl says 2023, 10 to 20 cents. I really think that depends on what happens with the bear market, though, because bear market we dump 60% minimum. Although if you make the argument that we've already been in one and we already have dumped this much, maybe we wouldn't go down that far. Tab Trade says, if we went to a bear market and OMI dropped to 0.001, it would get bought up pretty severely back up to 0.003. Upside, it would probably take a year off ultimate burn time. and $1 by 2024, in my opinion. Yeah, I was thinking that too, because originally I had said 2026, but I don't know. I think even in general, there is, next Bitcoin halving 2024, you'd see a lot of FOMO. You'd see a lot of people going it. And again, even with that, even if we only burn, let's say like 20 billion from the circulating supply, that's still less than a $300 billion market cap. And again, as the rest of the world gets into crypto, and I go over this every day. Like I don't just talk about Veve and OMI, although I do. I talk about Veve, OMI, and what other things will affect Veve and OMI, such as the overall crypto adoption. And yeah, dollar by 20. Yeah, this could you? There is a freaking ghost of mine that happens every now and then. Just I don't know if y'all heard it. Anywho, moving on. Yeah, oh God, that'd be great. I mean, I'd be chilling here for a few years. I'd have to probably move in with my girlfriend. Be like, hey, babe, got no more money. Can I move in with you? That'd be that. Rip Curl says 2024, 30 to 50 cents. Either way, it'd be pretty awesome. Sinful Mile says, if the bear market comes for the market and we reach 0.002 again, even if we reach a penny at most later this year, we get exchanges, you're still 5xing your money. I bet you 2x your money from these lows are coming. Rick Curl says 2025, $1 to $3. Like I said, $10 by 2030, but I think that we could do that by 2029, maybe 20. Again, if let's say over the course of 7 years, we burn 112 billion OMI from circulating supply, which will be made much, much easier once Veveverse comes out, which will come out this year. Like I said, I'm literally putting $20-something thousand on the table, betting it. We would get a lot more burn, and I would say, burning 115 billion OMI by that time, or even 113 billion OMI to make us have 199 billion. A $10 OMI would not be a $2 trillion market cap. It'd be less than 2 trillion. So, the math does make sense. Sinful Mile says, we don't need to reach a couple pennies. We just need to X our money. Fair point. Rip Curl says 2030 Cavell Anderson money, $10. Rip Curl says all about S-curves and exponentials. Rip Curl says OMI should be a 10-year investment. Agreed. Preston Ty Anderson says, why are you selling your E2 Antarctica tiles? I'm not selling the Antarctica tiles are like the one thing that I am not selling in Earth. I will sell other stuff to get more tiles in Chaveztopia. Tap Stray says Luke Cage. Logie Poor says, if we hit a bear market, OMI will go below 0.001. I hope it does. That'd be freaking great. That'd be amazing. Rip Curl says, alternatively, by 2030, we could get bought out by another company or private equity, and they can do away with the token altogether, and we can go to zero. I don't. That gets so dicey. I do not believe that would happen. I do believe we can get bought out by another company, but and here's where like an Armageddon type of thing starts happening, and here's why I don't think they do away with their token, because David and Dan would start selling if they knew that, because they're not dumb. They're not like in fifth grade. They would sell their OMI well before they get bought out. And if they were to do that, and actually they don't even need to do that, because they could sell Veve and not sell the Veveverse. Veveverse, I am 100, again, because I've been around this a long time. Veveverse will most likely 99.99999% chance be their own separate company. And David and Dan can sell Veve, sure. They're not selling the Veveverse. They will hang on to that, and they will continue using OMI in the Veveverse. I guarantee it. Like I guarantee it. I'd bet most of my OMI on that. Now again, if let's say they don't do that, if let's say they sell a Komi in general, they sell the Veve, they sell the whole shebang, guaranteed they sell their OMI before they sell those things. Why? Because that would be billions of dollars. And I guarantee you, when we see on the blockchain from them selling, it's going to be Armageddon, a mad rush. Everyone's going to get out. So yeah, that I do not believe the token goes to zero, like, ever. Okay, I would not have risked this on that. Brandon Barr says, Randy, Black Panther is going to be Grail, base of sells and tribute, plus it's a business at the end of the day. Oh, I know it's a business. I mean, he's a Marvel and he's a beloved Marvel character, and you do have the Chadwick Boseman death thing push him up. So he'll be probably better than Deadpool a little bit, but I don't think by that much. President Ty Anderson says, your first 3,000 subscribers were E2 people. Well, minimum my first. I mean, well, a lot of my first several hundred subscribers were Pokemon, Tesla, those. But then yes, a lot of them through 1,000 to 2,000. Yeah, a couple thousand were E2, and then I mean, even still nowadays, you got a bunch of people here that share from both. Aaron says these burns are going to be massive. I know, right? It's gonna be insane. BB Vibe says the like button is at 69, and I can't bring myself to do it. Someone else do it for me. Well, it's at 79 right now, so we did good. Anderson OK says hi. So much BB discounts, and I've picked up some OMI last support level. Hey yo, get it. Sinful Mala says taps taps will spot you while you lift. Probably. I could see him doing that. He's a cool guy. Tap says let's do a push-up contest next stream. I can do that. I'm not in shape right now, Taps. I'm like, what's the opposite of being in shape? I am fat. I am not in shape. I am not fit. I am all right, we have some Golden Oak stuff here. I think around the same as Golden Oaks, maybe even a little bit more. Wow. Well, not getting any of those. Ha 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 ha. Why does any autocorrect to Amy? I don't know why that happens. I don't know why that does that. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Logan Paul did something to the Mysterios. Logan Paul is hurting Dominic. He's hurting Dominic Mysterio. Oh god. Oh god. That was insane. That was bananas. I don't know. I just got that notification from him. But again, one last time, if everyone could smash that like button, try to get us to 100 likes. That'd be super fantastic. That is the goal of every stream, to try to get us to 100 likes. Moving on here. Milestone Ranch's PV app down? Is it down? I don't think it's down. But I'll check to see if we have an update. And if we do, I will let you all know. You'll need to update. Nope. No update needed. I think the app's fine. I have 100 gems left in there, so it's not that fine, but, Joseph says, we need a Planes, Trains, and Automobiles reboot with Taps and Randy. That's a good movie. Yeah, I don't know how good my acting is. I don't know. We'll see. Lucky Clover says currently greater than 0.00428070 is down 17%. Damn. Sinful Mao says bring the Ghost on the live stream. Tell Ghost to invest in OMI. I don't know if Ghosts have that. Totally awesome. Is Logan Paul's in WrestleMania this year? Oh, that lucky mother flapper. Good for him. Good for him. Oh, my back is not doing so well right now, so I'm going to move this forward. And I'm going to lean back. Insidious lady in the window. Bird to Jerk says, never forget, Randy, when the market is down, everybody was kung fu fighting with it, kicks as fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit fright. Oh, dude, I love you so much, man. Oh, good times. Oh. Bird just the kicks with expert timing like Daniel Lee. Bird to Jerk says, Taps Trades is just Traps Wellington without DirecTV. Clover says the comments are gold. Rip Curl says, Dan Lee at Asian Dan needs to sell his OMI right now to save us all. He's a superhero we need right now to save us with his reverse karma. I don't think he would sell down here. I mean, if he believes we are in a bear market, he probably would. And then, rebuy back in. Monarch MC says, we were back at below 0.0045. That 0.0018 bottom looking tasty. Oh, that'd be amazing. Justin says, Paper Dan getting those MPGs. I love him. Marcel Rand says, haters love to watch things burn to the ground. Many people think NFTs are a joke because it's a way for them to feel better about their insecurities surrounding their lack of understanding. Says, much like the early days of crypto, we will see tough times, but we will get the last laugh. Money bags. Oh no, agreed 100,000%. A lot of people are impatient, and well, they can be impatient all they want. We are not impatient. We are farmers. Me home with a $10 super chat saying, have faith in the dip for the long run. Randy is pushing hard to collect more tendies for this unforetold opportunity. Definitely a prime example, putting his money where his mouth is. Hashtag buy the dip. Hey yo. Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, again, the thesis of my company hasn't changed. Like this same company that is doing that will do $1 billion in revenue this year. But like again, nothing's changed. The one licensor that went out, which Taps Trades just mentioned this in his video, was Chaosium, and that was because they were kowtowing to people that just didn't like NFTs in general, not knowing that Akomi has these immutable X ones that are very very carbon neutral, and are not terrible for the environment like a lot of other ones are. So like I said, nothing's really changed for the company, yet the token is going down. And again, a lot of the reason like some people don't buy it is because they honestly believe that the token will never have utility. If the token never had utility, there's a ton of smart people on here that would have. There's a ton of smart people on here that would never have invested if they were sure the token. Like just because the token has no utility right now does not mean that that's set in stone. Thank you guys for 100 likes. That means the world. That does not mean that it's set in stone and that it will never have utility. So again, buy when other people are being stupid, and you'll have a lot of money. Again, it could take a while, but Mirestone Rand says 2 more likes. People. Oh yeah, we did it. Aaron says these people won't stop with Chaosium. They'll target individual artists next. Chaosium just gave a small group some power. I mean, I think more so they took power away from themselves. They proved that they can be bullied, and other artists won't. Like other artists don't have shareholders. Other artists don't. They're just like, no, I'm gonna do what I want. And again, are the people that are, telling them to not make money, are they paying their bills? No, they're not. Yeah, I dislike people that try to harm others and try to take money out of their own pockets just to virtue signal. It's really not becoming of them. Oh, Jeremy Pador just tweeted saying, quote, markets are volatile. Everyone feels smart when things are up and crummy when things are down. Nobody times the stuff perfectly, but one thing is certain. Next time you have a win, diversify. Diversification, investments, people, and experiences will never let you down. I can like that. We got a tweet from Brock McBlockchain saying, time to get a bit real. Today, my 70-plus-year-old father told me he looked up Veve official, finally, after 3+ years. He said it finally clicked and what it was. He asked about some collectibles, mostly Myrmicornos, which is interesting, and finally said, wow, you're like a whale. You're early. Hashtag we're all going to make it. That's awesome. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Can't read that. Okay. Moving on to some more comments here. Ooh, that hurt. Wes says, OMI and Veve collectibles runs in cycles. Hodlers will win long term. Agreed 100,000%. And we got Kobe Collect saying, let's go. Let's get this bread. What's up, Kobe Collects? I hope you're doing well, fam. Royce Starbone says, what up? And Sheila Carpenter says, Kobe Collects raid. Oh, Kobe Collects raid. Who's hungry? I don't got a lot. I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Monarch NFC says, I don't see these dips lasting more than 3 months. Best to be buying up now and then waiting for a bottom, though. Summer's about to be hot for alts. In a bear market, I don't know. I don't know if that would happen in bear. I mean, maybe one last pump, one last thrash before we go down, but who can say? Who knows? I don't know. Not me. Digital Snowflake says, hashtag Kobe Collects raid. Jay Hotaru, what's going on? How you doing, fam? I love it when you guys raid. I love it when a plan comes together. I feel like Mr. T in that A-Team movie. I never actually watched the original A-Team show, but when I saw that in I saw not Mr. T. Well, Mr. T was in the old one. I think it was Rampage Jackson was in the new one. Love it when a plan comes together. Like, he's great. We got BB Shaman. What's going on? How you doing? Sheila Carpenter's XOXO. I love the Gators people are sending as well. Wulu707 says big drop before end of month. Not Black Panther. Oh no, it is Black Panther. That is. We're getting that on Wednesday. Kobe Collects with a super chat saying, brother, please give me a food update and the most memorable meal you had recently. Okay. So today I had 3.5, almost 4 protein shakes. I'm gonna 4 protein shakes. And then I bought this bag before. Now, this was a bag of 100 Tostino's pizza rolls. And there's maybe 20 something left. So I've had, I don't know, about 75 pizza rolls. Maybe close to 80 pizza rolls today, which is, it sounds like a lot. It kind of is. But, I was hungry, man. I was very, very hungry. So yeah, all I had today was 4 protein shakes and like 80 Tostino's pizza rolls. Most memorable meal I had recently was actually the other day, where I was told that, now I get it, a winery or a vineyard is going to have a lot of wine, but I was told that there was going to be at least some beer and some liquor. I was like, you know what, I'll go. And then guess what? There was no beer, there was no liquor, there was no poop, there was no nothing. So all I had was water, but they got a pizza, my friends, and I ate the pizza. So that was memorable because it was funny. So that was it. Levy Shamans has bought 270,000 OMI at 0.0042. Let's go. Trying to get 1 million. Get the 1 million, Levy Shaman. Get it. Thanks for your advice and insight, Real Randy Chavez. Cheers, mate. Sinful Mawile says dollar cost average. Always got a dollar cost average. And again, Kobe Collects, thank you for the super chat. I hope you're doing really well. I hope you are too. VV Fiends says, Kobe Collects raid. What's happening? Sheila Carpenter with the Gators, with the Gator Lokis. J Temp says, I'm sure a lot of the NFT haters are envious. They would talk differently if they had a crypto or a golden vault. Yeah, no, I know they would. They are very they're very crazy. Advit Mela says, yo, Randy, how much OMI do you own? 130 million. Which will mean diddly squat if we go down to 0.001. So I will work on getting more. I don't know how I'll do it, though. I don't know how. We'll see. We'll see. Last Lunch says, hey, Randy, Kobe Collects raid. Jay Hotaro says, I want your shirt, Randy. Oh, Jay Hotaro, you can get my shirt. Anyone comment down below if you get that reference. You can get my shirt if you go below and you go to my merch store. Andrew MC says, why is it not in the freezer? Well, all right, that is a good point. And I will tell you, because I took him out before to make some, and then I had some right before I started the stream, and then I had the and I just never put them back. All right, don't at me, okay? Don't fight me. Jay Otaro says, making me hungry now. Vivi Fiend says, pizza rolls, Vivi, baby. Remember those old school, like, crappy 90s? Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper. Pretty much, like, this is what it is like to be a late 20s, early 30s. I'll say that. Late 20s, early 30s. You live on your own. And nobody can tell you what to do. Like, I shouldn't have more of these, because, like, the amount of salt that I've had is probably through the heckin' roof. Where's the salt on this? It's actually not terrible. Yeah, no, it's actually not that bad, all things considered. Like, the worst, there's no trans fat in this either. That's actually pretty good. A lot of carbs, not a ton of protein. Got some iron and calcium. But again, nobody should be having this much protein. But you know what? This is what I want. Like, don't fight me. I'm gonna make some more of these. How many am I get? I'm not gonna make a ton. 4, 5, 6. Proceeding. I have a guest at the door, so I'm gonna answer that. I feel like we're in an episode of Blue's Clues, where, oh god, everything is. Ugh. I wonder who the guest is. Hey, what's going on? I'm just doing a stream over here. Yep.
I just should be a few minutes.
Okay. Pizza rolls and VV. Wes says 80 pizza rolls in one day. Yeah, about that. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm about to have another 12 more. Monarch NFC, this is not our traditional bear market. Our recent huge dip only lasted 3 months. That's true. And again, I'm not 100% convinced we are in that bear market, but we shall see. Yep, sure. How's Brendan Z? What's going on? Says 50 pizza rolls a week. That's it? Like, how do you? Oh my god! So that'd be 12 pizza rolls a day times 4 days. Like, that's nothing. Sinful Mawa says SpongeBob reference. Yes, it was a SpongeBob reference. Jay Hutaru is laughing. Milestone Rand says, although there is a lot of futtery about the crypto winter, but I think we will see. That was a plane. I saw like two eyes, but that was a plane. Anyway, but I think we will see a decent level of new adoption following all this government overreach, freezing bank accounts. That is also a thing, which I think is good for crypto markets at large, which I do not agree with. Government trying to freeze your bank accounts because of your political opinions? Get the fudge out of here. Get the fudge. If they no, sirree, Bob. That is not happening. Come on, Canadians, get your stuff together. What? Do not allow that. Do not allow that. How do I run guns to Canada? I will totally help you guys out. Not that I have any illegal stuff. I'm gonna go heat these up. They've been defrosting for a little while, so I don't know how long I have to heat them up for. And I'm only making 12 of these, so it's probably not. I'll try. Okay. I have to reset it. I'll put it on 50 seconds and see where that gets me. Where was I? Mike Molina says, do you see OMI dropping more in the near future? I hope so. Is it going to happen? I have zero idea, but I hope so. Milestone Rant says, my dad asked me about OMI winning. I love it when older people ask you about stuff when you know it's a great project. They're like, I'm glad you asked. Andrew MC's laughing. Digital Snowflake says, Mr. Chavez, I like your live streams. You seem like a good human. Thanks. I try. Well, I mean, it's so hard to tell what a good human is and what they're not. I mean, if you don't hurt anyone, yeah. But I think that the reasons why people are good and are not good humans, I think a lot of that is just innate. You see that from when people are kids. I don't know where to put this. Put this over here. 50 seconds, I believe, was too long. Sanitize my hands before I eat. I think that you can definitely tell. So there's a study done in 2012 where the scientists took a bunch of 6-month-olds or whatever, and they showed them a puppet show. And the puppet show had 3 different puppets. One puppet was trying to open up a chest, and another puppet, a helpful puppet, comes in and helps him open up the chest. But then in the next scene, another puppet sees this guy struggling with the chest and closes the chest. An unhelpful, mean puppet being mean. And then at the end of the play, the scientists decided to ask the kids, which puppet do you want to play with? The helpful puppet or the mean puppet? And 85% of these toddlers, these infants, asked for the helpful puppet, meaning that they wanted to innately be helpful, while 15% of people did not. So I thought that was very, very interesting, and I think that means that humans are. What I interpret that is that humans are generally good, and they don't have to be taught. Well, I mean they do have to be taught, but you see it a lot. Some people that are just would otherwise be good are just have some really bad, unfortunate set of circumstances, and it really makes you think okay, well, how far away are some of these people from being bad? How, I think it was it's been speculated before that Spider-Man is one bad day from becoming Venom. Spider-Man is one bad day of just murking people, because he could. We got a super chat coming in from Adam Awesomeface saying, someone said you're buying 600 Myrmicornos. Any truth to this? Are we mounting up? I heard they're going to save Veve secondary. I just bought a ultra rare alligator Loki, and the other day, 2 days ago or yesterday, I bought a Mickey lenticular card. So I have about $100 left, and I'm going to try to save that for I'm going to try to save that for the drop tomorrow if I'm lucky enough to get it. If I'm not lucky enough to get it, I'm pretty sure I can get a common or an uncommon off the market. Oh, excuse me. But no, the Myrmicornos right now, I'm not. Although I did mention before that if Aldous Havley adopts me, I would get some Myrmicornos for his daughters as long as I could get his Elsa. And in general, I do need to get a shark bite for my girlfriend because she collects them. She has all of season 2 except for a shark bite. And okay, I thought there was something in the back, but it was just my fan. Also, ignore the giant mess over there. Are these good to eat yet? These are a little hot still, so I'm going to put those down. Yeah, so she has every one of season 2 except for the shark bite, so I'm gonna get that for her. But outside of that, I'll probably get the Murmur Corner sets myself at some point when OMI moons. We have OMI to NFT, but that's looking like it's about 8 months away. So I will be pleasantly hodling up until that point. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Uh, Now where was I here? Wes says at 0.001, 130 million OMI is only $130,000. I know. Essentially is pretty much nothing. Considering I had reached over a millionaire at one point, at a couple of points, and if we go back down there, that would be oof, oof. At that point, I would just sell the rest of my NFTs for OMI, except for Alligator Loki's, because I told y'all that I would. I told y'all that I would never sell those. Jay Hotaro says my head is filled with ads like that, where the math should be. The math should be different. Yeah. Justin's laughing. Brendan Z says, "Oh, that's my landlord. That guy is my landlord." Justice closed the door. He's coming back. He's coming back. I think he's coming back. So, uh, yeah, that is why the door is open. Another super chat from Adam Awesomeface says, "Random shower thought. Sorry, I shower mainly during your streams. That's amazing. It'd be crazy if a new Grail was coming in a few days. Probably make people go nuts." Is that you saying that you think that Black Panther's a Grail? Or that there's another Grail coming on like Saturday and they would announce it on Thursday? That would be interesting. I would be quite. Is that a kitty? No, it's not a kitty. I'm seeing things. I'm going crazy. These are still too hot. What the fuck? I literally put them on for 50 seconds. Now, granted, they were just defrosted a little bit. I can't even. Oh my god. I'm like a white girl in a club that cannot even. Okay. Okay, if we got another Grail in the next, let's say on Thursday, they announce a Grail for Saturday. My God, we would continue to dip even more. That'd be amazing. That the amount of, again, I don't really have any money, and any money that I do get would probably go to OMI. I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. I still know I'm going to pay taxes. It's going to be insane. It's going to be so interesting. Moving on. Monarch NFT says Bitcoin crashed more than 50% and recovered, and also set a new all-time high within 3 months. Expect the same to happen. That could be interesting. We could get something like that. Holy whack! Wow. Adam Awesomeface taking care of it. I said another Grail like the first Batman DC comic. Oh, God! You'd see collectibles drop another, because that would mean that we would have not just not just one Batman DC comic. That would mean we would probably have a whole slew of them throughout this year, if that were to happen. I mean, you'd see. Now, I would be curious to see what the money would run out of. Now, I'm sure a lot of money would run from everything going into the new stuff, but I don't. I would think that I would like to see which would fall more. Would the collectibles fall more, or would the other comics fall more to go and get those? And again, which is the first? Oh my God! Now, when you say the first Batman DC comic, do you mean like the first Batman comic that's going to be on the app, or the first Batman DC comic ever? Because that is a very big distinction, and could be that could be literally worth like 6 figures, especially if they do the first one that Batman was ever appeared in. I don't know which one that was. That would be a question for Sleeping Comics or Comics and Crypto, but we'll have to get back to that. I don't know what would dump more, physical collectibles or the comics, but I'd be really curious to see if that happens. We'll call you Adam Awesomeface. We'll call you Nostradamus if that happens in the future. Anthony Torres says, air fry those pizza rolls if you can. They come out perfectly crispy. I have had air fried those as well, or I have had them in the past, but I do not have an air fryer, so I will have to go to a buddy of mine's if I'm going to want to try to do that. Yeah. Palace Brendan Z says air fryer is best friend. Is that your pops? No, that is not. White T Crypto says, am I the only one hyped to buy in at lower positions? I am too. I'm totally hyped. It seems like a lot of people are scared. I mean, they are, because they've never had this experience before. A lot of people have never really gotten like punched in the face. Again, like there's a bunch of people on here that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s that have maybe lived through 1987. They've lived through 2001. They've lived through 2008 and 2020, and they've been like, "Oh, been here before. The world will be fine. The world will go on." Um, but other people that this is the first time that they've lost 40%, 50% on their investment, and they're freaking out and they don't know what to do. They panic sell and they just get murdered. And part of what I think my job here is to be like, listen, guys, short term, I have no idea what happens. Yeah, you could lose 70, 80, 90% of your investment. But if you're in a COMI, if you're in, OMI, and this is a really good project, will it matter 5 years from now? Will it matter 1 year from now? No, won't. Because again, we've been here before. I've seen this. Barring an actual World War III, which I don't believe would happen, but barring that, just because Russia has, again, this happened in 2014, where you had the first Minsk agreement or the second one, I forget which one it was, where they, was written into law that Crimea wanted to be annexed by Russia. They wanted to go in on, and again, the vote was pretty split 50-50, but more people wanted to be annexed into Russia than more didn't. And it just happened. That was it. That was it. And it's funny how Putin only does this under presidents that are Democrat during an election year. Well, I mean, midterm elections anyway. He knows how to play the game. So yeah. And there are a lot of ethnic Russians in where here. And I'm not like a Putin sympathizer by any means. That dude is straight up, and I mean like gangster. Like any of his political opponents somehow turn up dead. So I'm not being here like Mr. Rah-Rah Putin. I'm just saying that, like, do not underestimate, give the devil their due. If you don't give the devil their due, you will, they will surprise you, and it's not going to be good. So every person in the military knows what Putin can do. Moving on. Super Duper Hank says, no, I'm hyped as well. Same. Just says they keep recycling this landlord character. Come on, man. He does something with the burner. I don't know what it is. The burner happens to be in the room over there. Super Duper Hank says, I just deposited quite a bit into Coinbase. Get that bread! I guess you're going to transfer some of that into Bit4X, so you can go get this bread. Excuse me. Palace Bread and Z says, Chainsaw Massacre and Liquid Live resin. Good night, Randy. Cheers, mate. Excuse me. Kevin Max says, meow, 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 meow. E2, Veve, and OMI, cheap enough now to let your future self thank you. Agreed 100,000%. Veve Fiend says, mukbang, mukbang. So these are, I don't know why, these are still really, really hot. Although this one might not be. Oh, that one's good. That one's like perfect temperature. But the rest of these, they're hot AF, It's like the food not that hot, and then you look at the food, it's like Scarlett Johansson level hot. A little hot. Oh my god. That one was good. That was a good one. Monarch NFTs is nothing but retail selling right now, bro. Institutions about to step in. Godzilla in a few months. 100%. 100%. They're probably buying all the way down. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Elon Musk or Jack Dorsey are selling right now. There's 0% chance that Michael Saylor's selling. A lot of people that just staked a bunch of Ethereum, they're not selling. Grayscale, not selling. Adam Awesome Face with a $10 super chat saying, someone said you're buying 600 Myrmicornos. Is there any truth to this? Are we mounting up? I heard they're going to save VV secondary. They might. I might not be part of it because I don't have any money to do that, but they might be. And Jay Hotaro says, I finally got to have the glad you asked convo with my sis, ended with her taking a pic with Groot. Oh, that's amazing. I have 2 of those sets of Groot. I love those little guys. He's going to be a big character in Avengers 5. Now, Avengers 5 is years away, but, they're really cool. Very strong. Frank Meyer says, let's go! Adam Awesome Face says, 15% of humans are trolls. They could be. Could be. Palace, Brendan Z, says, Web of Spider-Man number 32, Common, is a good book. I haven't looked too much into it, but I hope it is. Frank Meyer says Monarch. Exactly. Super Duper Hank says, Randy, do you see ghosts? I do. Every now and then. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. I have seen 2 ghosts that I am sure that's what they were in my life. Once was 2011 in Ohio, and once was 2014 or 2015 in McGuire Air Force Base. There are some things that I see here, but I see them out of the corner of my eye, and by the time I go, they're gone. So there's, every time I turn and I go look, then it's gone. So the other 2 I have seen were then. The ones that I may or may not have seen have been recent, but it's too hard to tell. And Derotaro says, I have the first 2 sets, now finishing the newest Myrmicornos. Very good, very good. Myrmicornos, Unicornos, they're good stuff. I like Stellina. Stellina I thought was really undervalued. I bought a bunch of her at one point. That was like my alligator Loki before I had an alligator Loki. Adam Awesomeface says, random shower thought. Sorry, I shower mainly during your live streams. I love him so much. It'd be crazy if a new Grail was coming in a few days. Probably make people go nuts. And then with the $50 super chat, he says, another Grail, like the first Batman DC Comics. The gem squeeze? Y'all think we're in a gem squeeze now for Black Panther? Which, fair point, Black Panther is a really good character. For a DC, oh my god. That's like getting Marvel #1. That's like getting Fantastic Four #1. Fantastic Four #5. Amazing Spider-Man. Like Journey, that's like getting a bunch of those. I don't know how many people will know that, but the ones that do know that, you're gonna get a lot. Make a lot of money. Super chat from Gorlomi saying we got 97,479,592 OMI burn today. That is fantastic. Can you imagine what the OMI burn will be on Wednesday when we have Black Panther? That is going to be off the chain. Off the heckin' chain. Monarch NFT says, other than a Comey, both Ethereum and Dogecoin are setting up for huge pumps. Man, huge pumps. I haven't taken a look at Dogecoin. Ethereum, I know because a lot of it is being staked. Like 30 million. We good?
Yeah.
All right, cool bean.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh. I need to go, so my door isn't, I have to, I can't explain it, but my door is kind of, like here's the floor, and my door's like up here. So I had to put some pants underneath the door so that it acts as like a buffer. It acts as like a, it acts as like a thing, so where the cold doesn't come in. That's kind of what it acts like. So, you know. Yeah. Okay. Drink some more water. Yeah. So Ethereum definitely will at some point. Dogecoin, I haven't really studied it, so I don't really have anything to say about that. If I didn't have to go to the bathroom before, I definitely do now. Okay. Oh god, no. Oh god. Oh. I just I really need to clean this place. If y'all couldn't tell, moving on. Jay Hotaro's laughing at Adam. Chloe Michelle says, how low do you think OMI can go? I see the next oversold for me is 0.0039. If it gets to there, I'll buy a lot more. Probably should buy more now. Excuse me. But double excuse me. I don't know. I don't know how much lower it'll go. Some say there, if we're in a true bear market, 0.001, 0.002. I don't know. I don't know where the next support level would be, where we'll break down to. Because I know no less than a dozen people, probably 24 people, that have more OMI than I do. Some of them have, at least 2 of them, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, a lot. I know. All right, probably more than 10 people that have. I could count probably 7, if not 8 or 9, close to 10 people that have a billion OMI each, like plus a billion plus OMI each. And then a bunch of other people that have between what I have and like 900 million. So there is, which I know in the grand scheme of things, okay, it's not a crazy amount, but it's a lot. And when it becomes this type of thing, there's only so much lower that it can go down. Because actually that's not true. If you have some people that do, because not everyone that I know that has a billion plus OMI are good people. They are part of that 15% that are just bad people that just want to, like if they wanted to, they could make it go to 3 zeros, because they have that much OMI and they have that much power to do so. Which again, long term is very good for the token because we'll burn a lot, but that's just my opinion. That was Brendan Z says, gonna buy up secret rares like you did with Storm. Yeah, Storm is very good to get. Storm is very, very good. Holy whack. $50 super chat from Bob Bobby saying, thanks for your streams and your support, Randy. Never got my Spidey back, but still thankful. Oh, okay, so I'm sorry, man. If you are who I'm pretty sure I know who you are, Akomi knows of the situation. Trying to get it back for you. We'll keep it posted. But yeah, I'll be here for forever. Forever. And Adam Osface, thank you for the super chat. Talk about another Grail, like the first Batman DC comic. Bows Brendan Z says 2.5% sales tax DC Comics would wreck Marvel. That is also a very good point. They have a lot less. They have a lot less of a fee, so that's a very good point. Monarch NFT says Dogecoin is heating up for 220% pump leading into summer. You heard it here. You know what, Monarch NFT? I did hear it here. I heard it here first, and I'm going to take a picture of it because if you are right, I will consider you Grande Omi. No, what? Super Kami Dende Guru. So apparently for those Golden Oaks homes, the homes are really beautiful. Property is great. I pick up guests at the Four Seasons a lot, and I know in some cases we can pick up at Golden Oak Home as well. This is great info. I should get you on the podcast sometime. Okay. Text message. I got a text message from it says summer without COVID restrictions. I gotta show you that. Is this summer without the Rona restrictions? And it has World War III. That is so great. Just showed everyone on stream this. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I had 2 pizza rolls left. Oh yeah, that's so great. When you forget you have food and then you realize you have food, like, that is the best of times. Bert the Jerk says, fun fact, Randy Skaterboy turns 20 years this year. Oh, don't tell me that. No, it doesn't. There's no way. There's no way Skaterboy came out and... Oh, fudge, did it? Oh, no way. When did Skater Boy come out? Okay, but one in 2002. On 14 September. Oh my god, get the fudge out of here. I'm not okay right now. 14 September. Alright, so Skater Boy 20-year anniversary. That made me feel so heckin' old. That skate, oh my god. That made me feel really, really... Now, granted, that came out when I was pretty small. Oh my god. Oh, that's... Oh. I need a second, guys, because Skater Boy came out 20 years ago in September. There's probably a couple people on here that are younger than me right now. Guys, this goes by so freaking quick. That Now, I had a good life in between there, but mostly, but yeah, definitely. But that that really, oh, again, I blinked and my 20s were gone. Like, oh my god, that is. I was not prepared to hear that. That really threw me off. Bert the jerk. Dennis 24 says behind you. Ghost. That threw me off in not the best way. That was. So I'm gonna do a Patreon member shout out because the Kogokak Putin, the Kogokak Putin, Polnagasil, the Kogokak Putin, Chobini Pil, the Kogokak Putin, Stobne Abijal, the Kogokak Putin, Stobne Ubijal, the Kogokak Putin, Polnag. Oh god, I forget the Kogokak Putin, Polnagasil, the Kogokak Putin, Stobini Pil. Kogokak Putin, Stobne Abijal. Kogokak Putin, Stobne Ubijal. We were talking about Putin before. Don't at me. Brendan says Detective Comics #1. Veve Fiend says comic holders mentally know to hold and see real profits. I don't see comics dipping as much as collectibles throughout these dips. Fair point. Adam also says Batman on Veve like year 1 for movie tie-in or something. Oh, okay, all right. So not the original. Okay. Year 1, like Superman Year 1 was so good. I don't know if I ever read Batman Year 1. I don't even know. I was thinking. Was it Earth 1 maybe? I know it was Earth 1 that I read. I forget the title. Really long ago. I was in tech school. In the military. Kobe Collect says Monarch, the 007 bike Veve drop, went up 220% on the first day of release. Oh, good point. That's a good point. Adam Awesome Face, Batman movies. Oh, is that soon? March 2nd? So, my, and again, I'll obviously promote whatever Veve does, but the Batman movie with, what's his name? Robert Pattinson. Now, I have read that Robert Pattinson, and I've heard that he is actually a very good actor. Like, he does some really amazing stuff, and do not judge him on what he did in Twilight. Having said that, when I read that he was not working out for the role, I don't care who the fudge you are, you have to work out for Batman. It's like, oh, but the suit, if I can take you, you're not freaking Batman. Oh my freaking goodness. Ben Affleck looked like he could take me. Christian Bale looked like whether they could or not, they look like they can. Even Michael Keaton, just like that laugh, like oh my god. So, and I am so much more excited for the Flash movie with Michael Keaton as Batman and Ben Affleck as Batman. Yes, Michael Keaton's like 70 years old, but he still looks good in that suit. I'm so much more excited for that movie than this when this little, oh my god. I can't even. Like a white girl again. Brendan Z says Penguin Pump. Justin says, is Black Panther the spicy? I don't know. I think he made a mistake when he said, talking about chilies. Energy says, hi fam. What's up, Energy? Dan K says, what to buy with $9.85? I don't know. I mean, I'd try for the Black Panther thing. If you have that. I mean, there's a bunch to buy. And buy a Golden Moment. Buy Lady and the Tramp for that. Aerospace says Joe M. Batman. Yep, Joey M. Batman. Definitely buy that. It's just down like $2,000, which is insane. Monarch NFT says, more upside with Doge though, LOL. Lesser fees. I'm pretty sure though, Vitalik and Elon will turn Doge into proof of stake. How much Doge will be locked away? 220% can turn to 1,000% pump. It's possible. I don't know what Elon could do with that. I mean, maybe. I mean, he wants Doge as like a world currency, and there's no reason to have world currency that's something that people are staking. I don't know if I would like that. That would be interesting though. It'd be very interesting. Justin says, food cami, please. Food cami? Pizza? Brandon says, pizza time. Crypto Far West. What's going on, buddy? He says, I'm so bullish I could eat my desk. Proud of you, brother. Thank you, Crypto Far West. I love you, man. The fact that you put me in your video or your second video, the twice, that meant a lot. Um, being put with everyone. If you've ever watched the OMI homies, Janie and Max, their reaction to that video was like, what, that was so precious. Um, I didn't have a reaction video to that because I just haven't really done reaction videos, but yeah, that was cool. Your videos mean a lot. Dan K says, Randy, some strange man just walked into your house to drop a deuce. No, he was in the. Well, I don't have a sense of smell, so if he did, I would not know. J.O. Towers is perfect landlord time. Gorlomi with the $2 super chat says 97,479,592 Omi burn today. Heyo. Dan K says there are a ton of people that escrow accounts back into fiat. MTL ain't gonna hurt us too bad. Agreed 100,000%. Although not a lot of people are willing to take off 40%, to cash out. But when it's only 10% to cash out, they probably will. Just my opinion, though. Kobe Collect says that was a ghost check. Justin says the toilet paper with the landlord in the background. Randy is the best. So that toilet paper that's right there, it's cheaper to buy toilet paper than tissues. So when I buy toilet paper, I buy a ton of toilet paper, some for the bathroom, and some for when I'm like streaming and I have to blow my nose. It's cheaper. It's cheaper. So, yeah. JP says no ghosts, but in my opinion, but aliens. Me and my fam experienced a lot. I want aliens to be real so bad, because again, if they are real, which I'm sure that they are, they're probably a lot smarter than us, and if they are they probably just ignore us. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson had said, when you go by an anthill, do you, try to talk to? Do you say, "Take me to your leader"? Do you say do you offer them nuclear energy? Do you offer them this? No, they're ants. You just ignore them, and life goes on. Maybe we are like ants to aliens, and that they're so smart, and we might not be able to be. I would love to see that. I wonder how they breathe. I figure they're most likely carbon-based life forms, because carbon is the most abundant in the universe. You have helium, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon. Helium's chemically inert to us, doesn't really hurt us, doesn't really give us anything. But the most abundant is carbon. So they're most likely carbon-based life forms. But do they breathe in helium? What about oxygen? Well, I'm so what is their blood made out of? Is it like plasma? Do they have I'm so, oh my god, I'm so curious. I'm so heckin' curious for them. What are their base pairs? Adenine and cytosine and thymine and guanine. What are the uracil? What are their? Oh, I'm so curious about their DNA, their makeup, and their mind. I'm just, I want to be real so bad. Dan K says, Randy, your house is a mess. Are you moving out? Do I really take advice from you? Well, I don't give financial advice. I just tell people what I'm doing. But yeah, no, the house is a crazy mess. Like I said, I'm good at 3 things. One of them happens to be pattern recognition in what companies are undervalued and overvalued. Jay Utaro says, Kobe Ghost. The RPM 87 says, Amazon sells door draft stoppers, but maybe keep using the pants to buy more OMI. Yes. I will not spend money unnecessarily. Marstone Rand says, I thought you were always cold, yet your fan is humming in the background. That is... Okay, so that is my fan, yes. I forget that that's there, to be completely honest. Bob Bobby says, $50. $50 super chat. Says, thanks for your streams and support, Randy. Never got my Spidey back, but still thankful. I'm going to try to get that for you. Nick Berman says, where's Dash? Dashy's back there. Dashy's back there. I will be in my normal spot tomorrow. It's just, I had a meeting there before, and I've been sitting for like 5 hours now. Dan K says, here, take a picture of this GameStop to the MF and Moon. I think it is fair to say that we will probably have some GameStop NFTs. If they partner with Immutable, and so did we could have access to them. Makes sense. Chloe Michelle says, billion OMI owners? Is a bit concerning that some people have so much power. Okay, great insight, thanks. Yeah. Again, all except two. Two of them are not good people, I don't think. Maybe three. But the rest of them they're very positive, they're very pro OMI. Will they dump at one point when it gets to a certain price? Maybe. And we might see some sell walls there because they have a lot. But they've waited for years for this, so no. Who knows? Lucky Clover says, OMI rings, OMI rings, OMI rings. Nick Burnham says, wait until we get major exchanges. Going to be heckin' nuts. I know, right? Justin says, Chloe Michelle, one guy owns like half of Doge. That's a good point. That's another good point. Super Duper Hank says, I'm afraid I already have enough OMI. Randy, I'm good with what I have. But I did buy more Matic and Immutable X and a Pokemon Platinum Supreme Victor's box. I freaking love Pokemon. Oh, dude, same here. 100% same here. J. Taro says, if I use that microwave, I forget that I made food like 78% of the time. Colby Select says, she said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Justin says, growing up sucks. Yeah. Alan says, I was 21. Oh, damn, you were 21, so you're in your 40s. But, early 40s, so. Chloe Michelle says, at Justin, yes, lol, it's just that I forget there are so many whales on crypto, even on OMI. Fair point. J. Otaro says, now he's a superstar, so lemon on his guitar. Show pretty face, see what he's worth. J. Otaro says, Alan, he's laughing at Alan. Super Duper Hank is laughing. Crazy Piggy says, buy more at 0.0011, guys. We will. If it gets down there, we will. Super Duper Hank says, LMAO, what song was that? That was Skater Boy. It was Skater Boy. Gino Tadachi says, I'd cream myself if it dipped down to 0.0014 again. It'd be great. I'd love it. Super Duper Hank says, at Kobe Collects, what's up, bro? Yo, what's up, man? Love you guys. Love you guys. Kobe Collects says, Super ZD. Kobe Collects says, Super Duper Hank. Prayer hands. Ooh, my body. Justin says, working out is too hyper masculine for 2022. I mean, that's how you. Oh my God. Yeah, I hate when Robert Pattinson said that. I was like, do not re-piss me off again. I can't take it. Monarch NFT says, yeah, the Flash movie is going to be dope. They actually extended Keaton's Batman in the comics with Batman 89. Future Keaton's Batman live actions will be Ultimate Batman Beyond is already in talks. Dude, Batman Beyond was like one of my favorite cartoons ever. Like, that was so good. That was so heckin' good. Oh my God. Sorry, it was just so good. I loved it. Justin says, at Chloe Michelle, yeah, the team owns the most. Veve Shaman says, well, one of the UFOs that I saw 20 feet away was just a ball of blue light. Was it alive or a vehicle? I don't know, but it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Life-changing. Oh, Veve Shaman, that sounds great. I don't know. I mean, again, we go inward. People, when that episode of Rick and Morty came out, and he talks to this civilization that's inside his car, and it's like, what is our purpose? And he's like, you power my brakes. Like, it's so crazy. What if we're powering someone? Like, what if we are a race that was created for a specific purpose, and maybe they kind of forgot about us, and they can come back and just be like, all right, now you're our slaves. Like, oh God. It's insane. I mean, I don't know. It's, how there's like, workhorses, like work mules and whatever. If they were sentient, oh, not sentient, if they were like really intelligent, would we work them as hard? I mean, monkeys, chimps, a lot of animals are very, very close to us in DNA, and we don't treat them well at all. Humans are not that good at coexistence. So maybe aliens might not be that way. I don't know. I think if I swear I do, if everyone were to have a healthy diet and eat mushrooms or sing Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds at the same time, we would have world peace for a while. You just realize It's okay, man. It's all good. And I think a lot of aliens maybe experimented with that, and that's how they became so. I mean, what's that called? The stoned ape theory, where apes just would continuously eat a bunch of mushrooms, and they just be on mushrooms all the time, and that's how we evolved so quickly. Possible. Jason Amato says, let's be honest, if OMI hasn't gone up by now with all the Veve hype, when is it going to rise? When we get exchanges. Most likely. Monarch NMT says, they out there, bro. They are. OMI Tony says, just went from white tea crypto to OMI Tony. Sounds catchy. It does. Jason Amato says, I just joined the stream. Quick thoughts on Black Panther. He'll probably be a little bit more successful than Deadpool. First appearance, he's great. I love him. You know, have that Chadwick Boseman push that they'll get on him as well. So he'll be good long term. Something that I'm going to get. Monarch NFT says, I bet they have even a more advanced version of blockchain as well. I wonder what type of mathematics. Because again, like, maybe physics are different. Maybe because again, the law of physics work here because we have gravity and we have this and that. And well, I guess gravity would be so. I guess maybe they have solved string theory. Maybe they have, I don't know. Maybe things work differently. Maybe they figured stuff out, like essentially wormholes, like, you know, the curvature of. Maybe that could be great. I need to have like a theoretical physicist on the podcast. It'd be fun. Jay Otaro says, Randy, you need to do a space/physics/random chat sometime so I can bring up 100 more crazy mind blowers. And he's laughing at Monarch NFT. I did once with Joe R. Vintage Pokemon. I might have him on again at some point. But yeah, I should. I should, like I said, I should have a physicist on. And we could have lots of fun. Justin says aliens are just another psyop. Just at the M says even Veve users tried to get in on the chilies, getting all spicy and mean to each other. Sheesh. Everybody love everybody. We should. Monarch Entities, technically we are aliens though. Just says I didn't even know he said that. Super Duper Hank says no, I meant what song was that during your Patreon shout out? Oh, that was to Kolgo Kak Putin. I don't even know who it was by, but in Russian it translates to a man like Putin. Two Russian girls just love Putin, and they created a song, and it went viral. The Kolgo Kak Putin. It's so good. RPM 87 says, I bought Becky Cloonan and Elsa last week. Becky Cloonan stayed the same, and Elsa dropped. I wonder why Becky Cloonan didn't fall. I think she did, but again, maybe I'm wrong. Real Ray says, Rick and Morty robot, what is my purpose? Rick says, pass the butter. What is my purpose? Rick says, you pass the butter. Robot says, oh my god. Yeah, that was a good one too. Joe Taro says, Rick and Morty is my favorite show. Oh, it's fantastic. It's yeah, like it's one of mine as well. I'm gonna have to bounce soon. I really do have to pee. So many messages. So many messages. Alright, moving on here. Monarch entities. If aliens have meme coins, what would be the names? Uranus coin? Oh, that's good. That's a good one. I don't know. I don't know what they would be. Again, they probably have different names for planets. Lord of the Realm says, I'm going to have to get an equity loan, seeing these homie prices again, must buy. If I could, I would. Veve Shaman says, it's hard to with alien life thing, if we only base the possibilities on our own basic experience and think inherently aliens are bad, that might be our bad. Movie TV aliens are rarely kind like E.T. Yeah, that's a good point. I think one of the good things that Trump did was create a space force. I think that was an excellent move. There are some excellent things that he did. That is one of them. JP says, I think they master light and atoms and can shift into different dimensions. Check out touchable holograms. But I know for a fact what me and my fam seen is 100% real. Crazy stuff a lot. And JP, I should get you back on the podcast. Monarch NFT says, yeah, pretty sure mushrooms did have a huge role in evolution. Scientists trace all life forms back to fungi, aka mushrooms. All right, that makes sense. Wait, really? Well, I thought we all kind of came from the ocean, but yeah, all right. Veve Shaman says, I think there are good and bad aliens, probably just like us, but I like to think of it more like Star Trek. Prime directive advanced civilizations working together. Yeah, that makes sense. Omi Tony says, I notice a lot of Veve users don't hold Omi. I'm more bullish on Omi long term. I am too. Because not everyone's in it yet. But they will be. And some people will use it without even knowing it. And Grover Tron says, love you, Randy. Thanks, fam. I love you too. Justin says, Monarch NFT, he's dead. Veve Shaman says, good friend of mine is a quantum entanglement scientist. We have great convos about this very subject. Oh, can we get him on the podcast? Ow, my knee. Can we get him on the podcast? I'd love it. Monarch NFT says, a while back, I heard an astrophysicist say there might be an abundant amount of intelligent fungi on other planets rather than human-like lifelike forms. Okay, so I actually it was on the Joe Rogan podcast like years ago. Some guy was a fungi expert, and what happened was that what they had done is they had set up a type of nutrient sample. What they did is they took a map of like Kyoto, Japan, and they put all the major cities, right? And all the major cities, they put nutrients, like sugar things. And what they did was they said, okay, we're going to put some fungi here in the center and have all the other major cities around it. And within like 2 days, that particular fungi had made a more efficient, like essentially subway system than humans did, but literally in 2 days. Just based on the way that, okay, here's the center of the city, here's another major city, here's another major city, made a more efficient subway system from getting from one place to another. Again, each city being represented by like this sugar thing. And it is just insane the way fungi do this. It's crazy intelligent. Crazy intelligent. Essentially, it's a video game. Like, how fast can we get from, how fast can you do it? It's a video game. Wendy Stibalis says, Randy. Hi, Wendy. How's it going? Good stuff, fam. Jay Hotaro says, I love quantum entanglement. It's the most exciting thing. Dude, have you ever heard of quantum immortality? I swear I think I have this. Because there's a couple of times where I've died in my dreams and I've come back like into the living, like, oh, just woke up. So like, and like, remember in that episode of Rick and Morty where like Morty like talks to squirrels somehow, and then he's like, Rick, I think I messed up. And he's like, Morty, what are you doing? You mess with squirrels, Morty. And they have to run to like an alternate dimension where they had died so they can replace them. It's like, I told you we can only do this a couple of times. And then they go to that other dimension. I think that is a real thing. It's called quantum immortality, where you essentially die in one reality and then you wake up like from a dream or something like that, and then you wake up in another reality that's almost as identical to the reality you just came from. And you keep doing that. Like, remember in times in your life where you had really, really, really close calls? You survived those, but maybe in another reality, you didn't survive that. I've had a couple of those, and again, like I said, I was born lucky. I think I have that quantum immortality thing. Like, even me and my girlfriend once on coming back from the Poconos, there was a truck, like a semi, like 18-wheeler, barreling towards us. We're on the highway, and it's snowy, like we should not have been driving. And, well, what happened? There was a, if that would have hit us, we would be dead. But it kind of swerved, and here's us, and it swerved. I was like, oh my god. Like, I saw it in the river, I was like, all right, incoming. And then it goes, and I was like, almost died. Probably should have died. We didn't die. Have you ever seen that video of, there's a car right here, there's a giant truck going like this, and the truck hits the car, and there's a guy on a motorbike. He's like this. He's going like this. The truck hits the car, moves the car in front of him, and he goes in between that little space between the car and the truck, and it's just like, there's zero reason for, like, that's impossible. The RNG, the type of luck you have to have. Either we are a computer simulation and somebody's just like, no, I'm going to sacrifice these points to make this person live because I'm finishing this game, and we're a game. There's some things that there's no explanation. Well, it's just luck. What are the odds of these things happening? multiple times throughout my lifetime, multiple times throughout. It does not make sense. And there's no explanations for him yet. Omi Tony says, "We are the aliens." Kobe Collect says, "Rands, I was able to snag a Wally at 798 today. When is it enough? I don't know, but I get some more." Monarch NFT says, "Yeah, fungi comes from wet places." Oh yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking like, we were at something and then fish came up, but yeah, fungi comes from damp, wet places. BB Shaman says, "At Kobe Collects, move making." Jake McGuay says, "Kobe, it's never enough." Wally to 400. Let's go. Monarch NFT says, "Paul Stamets, greatest fungi expert. He was on Joe." Maybe that was him. JP says, "For sure, I'm reachable." Where are you reachable? You had one Twitter account, and then I think it's gone. Vivi Shaman says, "Fungi used to be the size of major skyscrapers. True that fungus made a more efficient path for the subway. They set proteins, I think, as the node points for each major cities, and the fungus did its thing." You're right. You're absolutely right. Wendy Stibalis says, "Randy, why is your fridge not on your back?" Because, Wendy, when we were on that private video chat with a bunch of other people, I was sitting there, but then my battery ran out, so I had to charge it, and it's pretty charged now, but I've just been here, and I'll be back there tomorrow. Abel Thomas says, "Hey Randy, 100,000 OMI or a Mickey card / common Spidey. I have 4 million OMI and I'm thinking of putting a little money into Veve. Bad move." It wouldn't be bad. Like it's never a bad idea to get a common Spidey or a Mickey card. Like those are very, very good long term. Short term, they'll probably do a lot better than OMI. If we are in a bear market, they will definitely outperform OMI. But are we in the bear market? Or we don't know. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are convinced we are. Some people think, we don't know yet. You have to wait for Bitcoin to do its thing first. I would just get OMI, I would get more OMI, knowing that OMI could take a 70% haircut and could not moon for a while. But long term, it should outperform that. So, yeah. Abel Thomas says, "Hey Randy, 100,000 OMI." Oh, I just read that. Wendy Stibalis laughing. Ginferno says, "Howdy, Wendy." Wendy says, "Hey, Ginferno." I love it when my friends know each other, or it's just like, "Oh, hi guys." I used to see that back in the day. Like I said, I was a heavy conspiracy theory guy, and we would all add each other. We were all conspiracy theorists. We would all add each other on Facebook, and then I would see, oh, here's Susan talking to Ryan. Like, oh, you guys know each other? Oh, party! It was so cool. It was so I love it when Wendy and Ginferno and other people are just happy. Wendy is buying more Ethereum and Bitcoin and BNB. You get that bread. You get that bread. Binance coin. Get it, Wendy, get it. I love it when people do that. Oh, Polygon. Oh yeah, Polygon's great. Wendy, have I talked to you about Earth 2? It'd be really cool if you get in. Link down below to the game. Link down below to my referral code. Link down below to Chavez Topia, where I have my megacity. Good times. Monarch NFT says, "Ardipithecus is the earliest human ancestor fossil ever found, and it's from the seas. The thing looks like a mushroom catfish." Oh, that is interesting. Wonder why it looks like that. Have you heard of the aquatic ape theory? So the aquatic ape theory is that back in our early development, where we were kind of monkeys, kind of whatever we were, but we were still still very early in our evolution, is that there's a group of apes and monkeys that kind of stayed close to the rivers and the water, because that's where you can find shellfish, that's where you can find clams, that where you could make some tools and do some fishing. And in turn, a lot of those aquatic apes, why do we have some slightly webbed fingers? If you look at actual chimps' fingers, they don't have this webbing that we have. And collapsible rib cage, and we can hold our breath for longer than than all the other apes, I believe. There's a lot of reasons that say hey, we're really good at being in the water, because we're relatively hairless also. And that theory is that a lot of those apes that stayed there they can hold their breath for several minutes, and they can, they developed, basically they turn into mermaids. And I thought that was so cool, that aquatic ape theory. Oh, so like, whether it's been debunked or not, I don't know if it has, but it's so cool. Wes says no such things as aliens, bro. Nah, fam, I'm a believer. I want to believe. Wendy Stibalis says Earth 2 is too expensive to invest there? Question mark. No, I mean Aruba just opened up the other day, and it was like 12 cents a tile. It's a lot more now. I imagine it's a lot more now. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it's at, the Wendy. Let's go to my profile. Oh, I detected some ether. My mentors detected 97 ether, and I got 97 ether into essence. Okay, so I got a little over 33,000 essence, a couple of things. I'm going to go to the resources. Ooh, I got a bunch of jewels. I got 11 jewels, not that much. Let's take a look at some of my properties here. Antarctica, Archangelisk, China 2, Chavez, China 2. Where the heck is my... All right, I'm going to go to... Can I search? Yes, Aruba. I'm going to search there. I literally just bought Aruba. Why is it not? Okay, well, maybe all owned. Now I'll search. Nope. It is, for whatever reason, it is not giving me a of Katashi. I guess Katashi's in Aruba. Okay, so how much? Oh, whoa. Are these mine? No way these are mine. This is like a couple $100. Controlled by America. They're owned by... I guess I bought a lot of other stuff in Aruba. Oh no, this is because there's no way Aruba's for... How much per tile? 198 tiles. How much are they going for? This is tier 2, right? All right, hang on. Sorry, Aruba might have just had a... This is tier 2 tiles. 198. It should not be... That should not... All right, so I'm going to go to buying. I'm going to... Can I buy? All right, hang on. Nope. Buy land. Is this Aruba? Okay, so I'm going to go to Aruba. And one tile is... Oh, no, this is American Samoa, and it's 27 cents. So I'm going to X out of that, and I'm going to search for Aruba in here and let y'all know exactly how much it's... Oh, lordy. All right, I'm going to try to find some water here, or a river or something where it's not... Oh, man, there's so much. There's... I'm literally trying to scroll as fast as I can, but there is... Oh, okay, here we go. One tile is... Oh my God, that's amazing. Literally one tile is $2. Oh my God, I gotta sell my Aruba. Why? Because I literally bought these at 12 cents like 2 days ago. So that's why. You can be damn sure I'm selling a bunch of my Aruba stuff. All owned, yep, all owned. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I have to make so much heckin' money on this. Y'all want some of my stuff? Okay. Gonna sell this. Oh God, what should I sell it for? No, I don't want to make it a featured property. Sell it in the marketplace. No. Cancel. All right, let me go into this, and I'm going to sell it because it's worth like $3.96. So I'm going to sell. Wait, did I make it a featured property? Why would I make it a featured property? Okay, here's where it is. Oh, this is rough. It is very hard to sell these things. I will sell it for I don't know, $1 a tile? No, not $100 a tile. No, why does it say one a tile? I don't know why it's saying like 101.00. Okay, $1 per tile. That is fine. Selling. Okay, so it is worth. I'm literally selling it for like 50% off, but I'm still making a butt ton of money on it. So I'm going to accept. I'm going to do that. Click on for sale to see how property is listed. Okay, I will. Oh yeah, this is great. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that tonight. This is why Earth 2 is so good. Moving on, yeah. Brave for Sensei says at Wendy Stibalis, ¿por qué no más OMI? Why no more OMI? Lucky Clover says Phantom 1.5, Souls 82. Wendy says, ya en verte, tengo un punto de entrada para entrar y hasta que no llegue. No, I don't know what that means. Something about not having something to trade with for, I don't know. But he was basically asking why not get more OMI? I'm not sure what she said. Monica NFTs, I've been sold on the whole mushroom theories. Big Pharma don't want us educated on it, though. Oh, I eat my medicinal mushrooms. Very good. Same here, mate. Mirestone Rant says, initially, this seems like a hell no, but I'm tempted to sell my Hyman R2D2 for sub 60 Little Friends secret rare. No, it's not the IP, but the scarcity element is tempting. I don't think I'd do that, fam. Now, if you want to say that, hey, these Little Friends will be on OpenSea before R2, and that might pump, and you could sell that at a huge profit, get back your R2, and then net the difference. You want to play that game? You're more than welcome to. I would not do that, but I'm a little more conservative in that regard. Wendy says, I just believe anything makes sense. We just give ourselves a meaning to live. So anything you believe is true and give you a sense of purpose. That's fine. I'm an existentialist, kind of nihilistic. Aw. We should have a talk one day, because that'd be a fun talk. Vivi World says, love your videos and streams. Just tuned in. Oh, well, thank you, Vivi World. I enjoy being here. We got Lucky Clover saying, if you have Aruba, you have to sing Kokomo. I'm not 100% sure what Kokomo is. It sounds like Kocoum, that dude that was supposed to have Pocahontas' hand in marriage. Here's Kocoum, but he's so serious. Oh, I don't know. It's an interesting movie. Vivi World has been on Vivi for only a month. Came in at a bad time when things were at an all-time high. Scary how low the market is right now. Vault value is down 55%. Definitely hodling. Not willing to sell at such a high loss. It's good that you're hodling. And it's good that you're getting this out of the way now. And what I mean by this out of the way, I mean like you're seeing the valley. Bought at a high, you're seeing a low. You'll see more ups in the future. Monarch NFT says, if it sticks to the wall, then we shall call it art. Agreed. The Biggest Bro says, peace and love, Gator Lord. Thank you for your daily contributions to the community. Have a great night, brother. Muchas gracias, senor. I'm surprised my bladder's not like bursting. It should be, but it is not. Whew. Moving on here. Oh, that was it. I don't know if that, like, if somebody buys that quick, I don't know. Maybe I should sell it for more. So say I did Skater Boy. I'm gonna X out of that. We're gone. Yeah. All right. So sanctions are not good. Went over that before. All right. I'm gonna see what is going good on the. Wow, I had a lot of tabs open. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got Super Duper Hang saying, I remember seeing a lot of people pray and wish for Dogecoin to go lower so they can buy more. It never came back up since the big run. I'd be careful about wishing OMI can go down to 0.001 or 0.0009 because it may never come back up to 0.005 for a long time. So I'll reply, unlike Doge, we do not create more coins every hour. We are deflationary, and as such, we will burn a ton from both the reserve wallet and circulating supply. Hang on, circulating supply, comma, which is a very good thing. Okay, moving on. Jamar says, Wendy said she has a set entry price, but still hasn't reached that desired price point. Interesting. Lucky Clover says, ha ha ha, showing my age. Kokomo Beach Boys hit, a hit and cocktail. Beach Boys, round, round, get around, I get around, round, round, ooh, I get around. I think that's Beach Boys, right? A hit in cocktail Tom Cruise movie. Wendy Stibalis says, thanks, Jamar. Jamar says, you're welcome. Wendy smiles. Real Ray says 0.0038 and 0.0035 is the next level of support. Great if it hits that. I'll sell it. Not everything, but I'll sell another thing. Lucky Clover says, if we only had Doge's exchanges. Yeah, if we had Doge's exchange, we'd be multiple cents by this point. I said I'd be pretty happy about it. We got another question from, not a comment from Motiva Production, says, very nice vid. All love from me, Randy. Oh, thanks, man. Motiva Production's been in for a while. He's been following me since the Earth 2, since I started with Earth 2, which has been a long time. Fair point. Sai says, I saw Nico the tattoo artist doing a one-day sponsored tattoo special for spicy pizza from Pizza Hut. That is heckin' awesome. Any tattoo artist that works with Pizza Hut is totally A-okay in my book. BB World says, do you think there will be a pump after the Black Panther drop? If there's no other, probably not, because again, we're not going to get a break. It's a lot of really cool things after really cool things after really cool things. And, when that happens, the market doesn't get a chance to take a breather. It doesn't, if we got something that wasn't cool for like a month, be like, okay, then a lot of the other stuff would pump. But it's just, when you have new money coming into the app or new things coming onto the app, and there's not enough money to go around, a lot of things get spread thin. Just in my opinion. Or realistically, sometime after MTL. So sorry if you've covered this already. We'd love to hear a quick recap. I mean, I answer the same questions like every day, so it's fine. It's fine. I mean, MTL. Try to always be conservative. MTL will probably be months away, and I mean, even if they start doing more testing next week, and they start doing more, and they start rolling it out, there's 28,000 people coming on each day. They're nowhere near close enough to rolling it out to 28,000 people per day to even match what we're doing. Not even close to 10,000. So I don't think MTL for the masses would really be until, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be until 7, 8. I don't know. I'd say you'll see a lot more people getting it maybe in like Q2, 7, 8 weeks from now. Slowly they'll start to get it in the next like month or so, but I don't think you'll see a lot more people getting it until Q2. Just my opinion. But as far as the pump goes, yeah, MTL will be really good for the pump because, I've said before, a lot of people can cash out now. They have to take a 40% hit, but they can cash out now. And people that are not in now will be in when MTL comes. And part of the reason they're not in right now is because we can't cash out. Once that happens, they'll have a lot more people coming in. Lucas says, burn, baby, burn. OMI, low prices only gets us to $1 faster. Agreed. Monarch Energy says there's about 11 million Doge added every day, but the demand and the amount of exchanges offering it outweighs the amount added by a ton. Yeah, but again, 11 million added each day, which I guess OMI is like, I mean, Doge is not, there's a lot of people that have Doge, and I guess a lot more get in every day, but there is no more OMI added. And like I said, would you rather have Doge, something with next to no utility, Or would you rather have a coin that is attached to Disney, attached to NFTs, underpins a multi-billion-dollar app that is the highest grossing, earner on one in the top 10 highest grossing app on Apple and Google, Samsung, and will have a lot more utility in the future. I'd rather have OMI over anything right now. Which again, if there was something I wanted more than OMI, not just that I wanted more than OMI, that would be a better deal and it'd be I would be in it, but that doesn't seem to be right now, at least from my point of view. The biggest bro says Miles is coming Saturday. Last Spider-Man first appearance left. That'd be great. Half black too. So I think on Saturday. Yeah, no, he should still. Yeah, it should still be February by Saturday. Basic interest is heading to zero. You're crazy. Myerson Rand says if we had OMI to NFT, the gem squeeze element would mostly go away. Yes. Well, maybe not necessarily. Again, we have OMI. Let's say if we get OMI to NFT like tomorrow, they press a button and it's done. I would not be spending any of my OMI on it. We would need to be a lot higher for me to do that. We would need to be a lot higher for me to do, so we get Veveverse tomorrow. I'm not spending any of my OMI on it because OMI hasn't mooned. When we moon and we get that, then I will. Now where was I? Digital Snowflake says I want to work for Veve to help them finish all the things they're working on. Anyone want to join me? Send them an email. Send them a tweet. Message them on Twitter every day. Send them a resume. If you can help, then yeah, that'd be great. Lucky Clover says MTL gems to OMI would be fine. They will never do gems to OMI. Monarch NFT says Akomi does need multi-wide known exchange listings to meet such demand. At least 5 major exchanges that actually promote their listed coins to millions of mainstream crypto buyers. Not that Doge is better than OMI, but we can't knock Doge. There's people from all walks of life buying Doge, and huge promos everywhere. It's massive demand. Elon Musk has done very, very well with promoting Doge. I think Mark Cuban accepts it. There's a couple of places that do accept it. Although I think if we're talking about retail places that accept it, more places accept Sheeb than Doge. And again, like if Doge did not have Elon Musk, I don't think it would be, again, meme coin. I think with what Sheeb wants to do and what they're trying to work towards, I might rather get Sheeb. And again, I'm probably have Doge anyway because it's like it's not just any meme coin, it is the meme coin. So that that's what you want. But again, I would right now there's no need for me to diversify because I believe that OMI will be the better performing one throughout long term. VV World says thank you Lars for taking the time to answer my questions. You're one of the most genuine VV OMI creators. Really appreciate it. I try, but thank you for listening. Super Duper Hank says, I made my fortune from Doge. I'll always have a soft spot for Dogecoin. I love it when people come in from Doge or from any crypto that they make a lot of money in. Super Duper Hank says, anyway, enough about Dogecoin. It's all about OMI now. It's all about the OMI. VV World says, Super Duper Hank, when did you get into Doge? I don't know when he got in, but OMI Player One over there, he sold Doge too early, missed out on a couple $100,000, and that people like him that will never make that mistake again, and they won't sell OMI until we go hard. We go super hard. I was saying, oh yeah, how fun. Okay, cool beans. We'll let you know when I'm having another Disney stream. Somebody else that currently works there. Super Duper Hank replied. Let's see what we got here. He says, Randy, this needs to be continued to be educated to the newer investors. We know this, but I'm afraid a lot of new investors don't. I have faith this project will go up in time. I heckin' love Pokemon. Pokemon is great, yeah. We all love Pokemon. We all love the Pokemon. We all live in a Pokemon world. Pokemon. I want to be greatest master of them all. Crypto King says, OMI is the Walt and Todd of the crypto world. I agree. Fahim L's price prediction for the collectible. For which one? for which one? For the Walton Todd or for Black Panther? I think Black Panther will be a bit more successful than Deadpool. Maybe not a ton. Monarch says huge demand goes to say it doesn't matter about the supply. If there's global demand, there's nothing but upside. That's true. That's true. Again, a lot of people like it, and if you have a I just wish it wasn't. Well, I mean, again, if you want a world currency, you probably wouldn't want something that people are just gonna save. Like, you need people to be out spending it. Because if it's deflationary like OMI, you're just gonna want to hodl it. Although, in order to do things in the Veveverse, you're gonna spend some money on OMI, and you're gonna do things with it. But yeah, the I would say global. I don't know, maybe Bitcoin or Ethereum probably would be better. But Bitcoin takes a while. Bitcoin takes a while. I don't know how fast Doge is, but Bitcoin as a global, like, it's good for if people have time. But if you're at a restaurant, okay, here, tap. Yeah, maybe Doge would be better if it's quicker. I'm sure it is. Famous as Black Panther, it'll probably outpace Deadpool, but maybe 10%, give or take. But I don't know though. Monarch says there was a time actual big crypto analysts stated Dogecoin is impossible to hit 1 cent. There's a huge supply, but then the demand came. Yeah. That crypto analyst didn't see what the top cryptos were then. Super Duper Hank says, I sold 1.1 million Doge at 69 cents. Nice. Best investment ever for me. But unfortunately, I'm in the same boat as Randy. I'm dreading the taxes this year. Gotta go. Thanks, Randy. Love you, fam. Love you too. Tomorrow, has Akomi mentioned anything about OMI being a currency for Marvel, Disney, or any other partners that drops in the future? No. It might be for some games that are developed, and they might use it, but not for those companies. Like using it at Disney parks to purchase goods. There's no way. There's no way that happens. If it does, I'll be like one of the happiest men on earth, but I just don't believe it would be. And again, even if I went to Disney, I wouldn't pay in OMI. I would pay in dollars. Although maybe sometimes I would if I didn't have the cash. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. It's a good point. I'd be a king. Be a king at Disney. Rent out Cinderella's castle. All right, guys, I got to go. Been at this for about 3 hours. And I did 2 videos today. I'll do another video tomorrow. I'm going to see if I say we protest for more OMI exchanges. So here's the thing. A lot of people have been worried about the founders. A lot be worried about the founders like dumping or selling. Like, they haven't sold any of their coins. And I think if a lot of us get the hashtag going, like sell your OMI for exchanges, I think everybody, including me, would be okay if Akomi, if their leaders, if the team, if the account, if they sold some of their OMI so that they could get on exchanges. I'm pretty sure people would be okay with it. Just my opinion. Lucky Clover says peace. Digital Snowflake says bye, Randy. Thank you and have a good night. Good night, guys. Bye, Wendy. I love you all. Everyone, thank you for the super chats. That means a lot. I love you. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, my body. It burns. Meow. Oh, God, my throat. Okay.